He should. He should, because Jesus Shuttlesworth count.
I guess you're right.
Because his name wasn't Shaq. If it was Shaq playing himself.
I like Tools, dog.
Bro,
like
twos
twos.
might be the... They were twos, weren't they? Bro, twos might be the worst Jordans.
I like Tools.
That's what Burgie just said.
Bro,
Yeah, I like
bro,
Tools, bro.
when I tell you Claire growing up,
They not the worst,
she
bro.
got every pair
Anything
of Jordans
after
growing
14
up.
is like scary, dog. It get real spooky after 14.
But
dog.
two was like, nigga, after one, I'm like, bro, who had
Tools is alright, dog. I like Tools.
Hey, you know, you seen the movie? The movie, the Air movie, whoever.
They bulky as fuck. I can say I grew to love Tools.
Bro, them shits are so trash. They look like... They look like...
Them ain't trash, bro. We didn't see some trash ass
terrible.
shoes, bro.
The worst.
Them alright, bro. Them alright, bro.
Them and the
Especially
fives might be the worst Jordans
Them ain't
ever.
my favorites.
Bro,
The white ones, the OGs, bro. Them hard, bro.
Trash.
Them hard.
Bro,
Yeah,
no,
them
go
hard,
pull
dog.
up the ones and then pull up the twos, and you
Them
can tell they
hard,
just
bro.
stopped trying.
Did you get that fucking
hard,
dog? No, dog.
Bro,
Them
Shaq
hard,
wouldn't
dog.
even make those.
Them is flea market.
Hey, don't put the Tools in the same goddamn bracket as Shaq.
I did.
That's
I just
blasphemous,
did.
dog.
No, it's
You know
not.
what the twos were? That's when they didn't believe him. Bro, he can't do it again.
Oh no, bro.
Niggas bought the twos crazy because they like, damn, they bought these ugly ass shoes.
Tools,
the whole-
they tried to make a
All the
legit
Jordan
basketball
shoes go
shoe
up.
because ones aren't basketball shoes, bro. They uncomfortable as fuck. Ones aren't basketball
Oh, yeah, not
shoes.
basketball, but I love
Tools
ones,
is
bro.
when they was like, okay, we
Why
gotta
did I
really
show
get this
them?
nigga a
I mean,
basketball
I want the
shoe.
chart.
Like, it has to be a basketball shoe. The Tools is the closest basketball shoe that Jordan got. If you look at everything else, everything is all funky and aerodynamic and shit.
Bro, no,
But
man,
after
bro.
the 13, it does get. After the 13, it does get.
Hey, low key, as somebody who hooped in a pair of nines, bro, them motherfuckers was comfortable.
No, I don't count the lows. I don't count the threes, bro. I don't count threes, fours. I feel like threes is a
Jordan
street
didn't wear
shoe,
them
bro.
shits.
Yeah.
Threes are a drug dealer shoe, bro.
So here's what I would say though,
Niggas
Burgie.
who sold dope had
Hey.
twos.
To Bacardi's defense, the twos is the closest to everything after the 13s.
They are, dog. Look at them motherfuckers.
Out of
that
1
nigga
through
don't
13.
After the 13,
After 13, yeah, I agree with you.
No, after the 13 is when he started really making basketball shoes.
But I'm talking about just look. They
All
can.
these other shoes is street
Hey.
nigga shoes.
Oh, so I'm not basing it off of basketball shoes. I'm basing it off of how they
bro.
look.
1
Hey,
through 13 is
I
street nigga
used
shoes.
to hoop
It's
in
street
I used to
nigga
hoop in my
apparel.
nines, bro. Them motherfuckers was cold.
Shoes.
Yes. 1 through
You think
13 is street
everything
nigga
was all
shoes.
basketball?
Everything else is basketball shoes.
What the
bro.
fuck is basketball about though?
Those are trash. I don't know
Those are
what he was
trash.
The
doing.
20, hey, low key, the
But
2010,
everything else,
that
those
circle
are
was
all
supposed to be like an
basketball
air
shoes, bro.
bubble, like
Was
it was supposed to be like an air bubble and
I
shit,
remember
like
that
help
bubble.
with
All
air
basketball
circulation.
They are
and shit.
basketball shoes, but I'm not judging off of basketball shoes. I'm just
But
saying
he hooped
these
on-
don't
he
look.
hooped
I don't
on
like how this look. I
Jordan.
don't like how it look.
He
I don't
will
like how the
say-
twos look.
Yeah, he hooped
I
them.
will say in our lifetime, the most overrated bullshit shoe out in this whole list is the fucking 20s with that ankle strap, bro. Them shits were so garbage, bro.
You trying to break your ankle
These-
if you playing basketball on those. Cause why
Bro.
would you expose your fucking like shin and
Dog,
ankle and shit? Like why
when
would
I
you
tell
do that?
you-
Like,
When I tell you,
Yeah.
I legit hoopers that I went to high school with would get those thinking
20s?
they was cold, and they by the end of like 2 weeks of wearing them, they just would hoop with the fucking back part off.
yeah.
They
But
would
I
just-
do
that shit would
agree
just
with
be
Burgie.
flopping.
That's
These
nasty work.
the ones is the worst shoe. Bro, the ones ain't even a really good walking shoe.
They uncomfortable.
Bro,
They
the ones are straight
They just-
designer, bro.
They just
Straight
look
designer.
good. They just look great.
You gotta break from the era of Converse. Like,
Yeah.
niggas was
Yeah, oh,
saying
yeah.
flats.
Yeah.
So that's like
That was the ones are literally a knockoff of Converse.
Yeah.
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 The one- you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, but and if you trying to tell me the twos was supposed to be a basketball shoe,
It was, bro. It was supposed to be a basketball shoe, dog.
All of them were supposed to be basketball
But you gotta
shoes.
think about who he is.
That was them
who
trying to
supposed
really
fit.
create
Supposed to
a
fit.
real basketball shoe for him.
Yeah, for the size of Jordan.
This nigga was making.
Bro.
Bro, if you can fit in my shoes for real,
Yeah.
If everybody else who couldn't, anybody who said I can't hoop in no Jordans is like, well, Jordan hooping.
Like,
You know
Real.
what
My wife, like, oh, so you a bitch ass
Well, I
nigga?
mean, bro, that the greatest marketing,
you bitch ass nigga, all right.
It must be the shoes. That was the greatest. That's one of the greatest marketing slogans ever because it makes you be like, damn, well, you know what? I can't hoop like Jordan, but you know what? I don't be wearing the Jordan shoes on them, and then it made everybody say, I'm only wearing Jordans while hooping, and now you hooping in some of the trashest Jordans.
But you really couldn't though because your mama like, nigga, I'm not finna pay that money for you to be out here
I was
Yeah.
playing basketball.
hooping and hollering.
You want to know?
Yeah.
You want to know the
You better
funniest
take
shit,
the attack
bro?
forces, man.
Bro, you want to know the funniest shit, dog? I remember my mom and them would never get me no Jordans, right? They would not buy it because of the cost, and so somehow I convinced her to buy me the 11s, and we lived in a building that had access to a roof and they just freshly tarred it. Nigga, first day, I ran out there in them 11s. My mama said, I ain't buying your ass no Jordans ever again. And she never did.
Like, you tell me you would go hooping these? Can you imagine buying your kids some shoes as a mama and then they be like, ooh, this
You ran in
you
tar,
ran-
bro.
I didn't know it was freshly tarred. To my defense, me, Mike, and Mark
You couldn't
was just trying
smell
to go.
that shit?
Yeah, man, I was just trying to play. I was in fourth
And what's
grade.
even funnier, though,
I was in
actually
fourth
remember-
grade just trying to
I
play.
actually remember so many times as a kid where you know say this in like family gatherings, whatever, where you know you got the kids in the family who got the J's over. That mama come out like, hey, hold on, what you doing
For
with
real.
shoes?
The-
Right, I
for
got some other shoes
Go
you
get
can
your
wear.
play
For real.
shoes.
I got your play
Go get
shoes.
your play shoes for real.
I didn't know y'all out here doing all that shit.
For real.
Yeah.
Put on them damn light ups.
Them LA Gears, them LA Gears, man.
Good. Hey, you better just be looking good for everybody. You out here playing with dirt.
Man,
What y'all
I
doing?
played in them motherfuckers. Oh shit, man. Hey, but welcome back to Off the Clock Sports Podcast, man. The place where the game begins and ends, man. Yeah, we cracking, man. Hey, because that was a good conversation,
That
so I
was.
want to have that
That
on
was a
there.
funny
we
ass
had
conversation.
we had Bacardi guest here. Y'all ain't seen Bacardi yet. We gonna put a blur.
We gonna put an OTC logo
Put a
over
blur.
you.
Hey, that's gonna be the thumbnail. Hey, only Bacardi on Off the Clock. Off the Clock. But hey, man, I've been your host. I am your host, Young Deuces. As always, I got my man Burgie Streetz.
Slush God.
We got Jake Xclusive.
Yo,
And
yo.
we got Hollywood Trip as the engineer today. You know what I'm
There he
saying?
is.
And we gonna talk some sports, man.
Yeah, yes, sir.
And
Yes,
so
sir.
we got kind of got like a hodgepodge of topics and everything like that. It's going on.
Yeah, it's kind of dry right
kinda
now,
dry.
low key.
It's kind of dry, but I do want. Let's start off with our Bucks.
All right.
I want to start off with our Bucks because man, that loss really took me out. I ain't go. I was hurt by that. I was hurt by that loss. But I want to start off the first thing that we I think Burgie, you brought it to the attention is that Brian ain't played against us in a long ass time.
He's scared.
He's scared, bro.
Duck and smoke. I don't care what
Bro,
nobody's saying.
bro, ever since Giannis
Scared, bro.
Giannis put that on his head top.
Scared.
He
You
ain't
drop
suit
40.
up.
You drop 40 on your head.
He ain't
came to
suit
see
up,
the
man.
seats.
He ain't suit up, and we gonna push that Brian narrative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he definitely is, man. Until he suit up against the Bucks, that's what we gonna do.
Yeah.
I feel like it's probably something else. It's probably another reason, but I just like the
Yeah, of
narrative.
course.
I like the narrative of him being scared because it gets LeBron fans mad.
Of course.
And you guys know I love that.
Yeah.
I love the fuck.
You're
with y'all.
sounding real Skip Bayless right now.
cool.
Hey,
I'm all right. I'm all right with that.
Hey, hi, Skip Bayless. Every time we bring him up, I'm laughing at him. I just got to.
I'm just
Because his show's trash.
it definitely
His
is.
show's trash. But man, bro, we had it, and I mean, this year a lot of teams have been they've been losing their lead, right? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like we've been seeing that a lot lately, especially losing leads to teams. But when I was watching that game, I was like, yo, the Lakers, they actually was playing pretty, like the way that they was playing without Bron.
Yeah.
This team actually got some. It's not as bad as it seems. This
Nah,
team is
they're
not
not
as
trash.
bad, bro.
And they're not
No, they're not.
Yeah.
They just always seem to fall apart a lot of times when it matters most.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is that definitely, like you were saying though, that's the consensus with a lot of teams this year. It's like the league has been. I think it's one of the more balanced leagues I think we've had in a long time because every team is.
Ooh,
It's
yeah,
like
you're
we're
right.
like. You get some of the worst teams. Like, yeah, these teams will lose, but like they're not losing. They're not getting blown out every night. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I was actually looking at something today. Like the top 5 teams since the All-Star break. It's like you'll be shocked. It was like
Yeah.
the Magic, the
Bro,
Nugget. Like it's
yeah.
like
So
all
much
these-
movement.
The Rockets.
So much
Yeah.
movement.
I think the Rockets are like 13-5 since the All-Star game.
They're on a 10-game
It's like
winning streak.
it's wild because it's like I always picture now the Rockets as like how they were the last like 2 years of just
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah.
And now they're damn near a
trending
playoff
up.
team
They're
now.
trending up right
bro.
now.
And-
Jalen Green is that dude. That's that
He
motherfucker,
been
bro.
Oh
balling,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
He been
Now,
balling.
I want to make sure I make this very clear.
Okay.
I mean, even though the Lakers beat us, that without a LeBron, I'm not taking really any type of seriousness to this loss. I was upset, but
Yeah.
it's not shaking me.
Yeah,
you know
Me
what I'm
either.
saying?
I was mad we lost too, but I was more so mad because, of course, I talk shit. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm giving
I remember
I'm giving the Laker fans.
I was geeked because I was like, I finally got a chance to like watch a Bucks game, so I'm sitting there watching it while we're eating dinner, and then
And we up, so you like,
I'm
oh,
like,
yeah.
okay, bro. I literally, so the last clip of the game I saw before I got busy, like I had to like, I was doing shit with my kid, my family, all this and that, like just hanging out, and I've just completely forgot that the game was on TNT because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really haven't had a chance to watch very many Bucks games this year until now. I got the plug now, so I'm happy.
Hey.
Got the plug. It was
Shout out
mostly,
to the plug.
It was mostly for this. Opening day, baby.
Yeah, opening day.
The last clip I saw was Dame hitting that fucking 3 when Giannis got pushed into him.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think I text y'all, like, bro, we really out here, Dame's really out here hitting shots with Giannis fouling him. Like,
Man.
that was not
Yeah.
on my bingo card for today.
Man.
That shit was crazy.
And yeah, and then, I was talking to a couple friends who came by the house yesterday, and one, Claire's best friend and then her boyfriend, they were sitting there, they were like, yeah, we watched the whole game. And she don't really watch basketball. She follows it here and there, but she was like, I couldn't even watch it because she was like, every time I looked up, the score was fucking tied. She was like, I'm trying to go to sleep. And her boyfriend on the edge of his seat, getting nervous. And I'm like,
Yeah, man.
I'm
I
like,
was just
man.
and then Reggie Miller, weak ass. I'm so tired of Reggie Miller, bro.
He ruins Bucks broadcast games.
Oh
for me.
my God, I'm so tired of Reggie Miller.
He really pissed me off.
he is the Troy
I ain't gonna
Aikman
lie,
of Packer games.
I really wanted to see if he was in Milwaukee and where he was that day, bro. It was one of them moments. I was ready to
Pull up on him, like, hey.
throw the Pooh Shiesty on. Just go. Hey, Reggie, you all right? Dog, you all right, dog?
No, he's not all right.
Like, man, what's up, man? You all right? Like, he just, bro, it's like, it's not even, he don't hide it, bro. Like, he has a disdain for Milwaukee.
Definitely does.
Yeah.
Him,
Like, what's your
Stephen
issue,
A,
dog?
bro, Big Perk. What is we get? Like,
Yeah,
these
bro,
some people. Here's the thing. JJ Redick even came around. I was like, bro, the fact that y'all look like more haters than JJ Redick is crazy to me.
Yeah, JJ Redick had
crazy
a
to
legit
me.
beef, but like he understands the analytics of how the Bucks play ball. So
Oh, my God.
he's a fucking stat head.
Oh yeah, of course. That's why him and Bron's podcast. It's crazy because this might be one of the first podcasts that people was like, you know what? They going a little bit too deep for me, bro.
And you know what's crazy? Because I heard that. Because I was like, yeah, that's how it's going to be. And it's like, for me, like, y'all know me, I'm a numbers guy. So it's like, I'm interested because I like looking at the numbers. Like, I like looking at, because unfortunately, numbers don't lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't predict the future based off numbers, which
Right.
is where, like, a lot of, like, that's why I don't like looking at predictions and shit like that. Because, like, you don't know what the fuck a guy's going to, you can't predict that Steph is going to fucking shoot 7 for 7 on his next 7 threes.
Yeah.
But also because his percentage, if he shoots 7 threes, he makes 3 of them every time. It's like, that doesn't mean he's going to make all 3.
Facts.
He might only make one of them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like, so, but I do like the stats of sports. Like, it's super fucking, I love the numbers, man.
If you're a statistician or you somebody who studies the game of basketball on a deeper level, not just, this player is dope and he be cooking, but like if you study it, like all those extra, stats that maybe not hit the actual stats, but it's their stats, then yeah, you're going to love that.
Yeah, because there are
podcast.
certain numbers that differentiate players that you would kind of look at to be similar.
Yep.
And then you take a deep dive into the numbers and the way that they play and all this and that, and it's like, somebody is better than somebody else.
And quiet as kept, those two, that's the perfect matching. Like I know Dr. Umar tried to get up on Brian.
Bro, I don't have time to even mention dog.
Yeah,
Go
I just
fuck
brought it up,
dog, like
but
for
that's-
real.
But like, I mean, like, here's the thing: if you are looking for, if that is the pitch to your podcast, like as much as you want to hate, if you hate JJ Redick, no matter what, the one thing you can't say is like, well, at least he know the game. And
He knows the game,
And same thing about
and-
Brian. That's one of Brian's biggest stats.
Is a nerd, bro. He a nerd with basketball.
It's how in depth he is at that.
He knows shit.
But hey, shout out D'Lo Brown. I mean, not D'Lo Brown.
D'Lo Brown. You messing with the real deal now. Hey, what is this, the NWO podcast?
No, shout out D'Lo and Austin Reeves.
D'Lo
Brown.
You go.
D'Lo Brown gonna come on. D'Lo coming on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? He gonna talk. He gonna tell his sport. He gonna tell.
Hey, look, why me and Trippy all far away looked up at each other like, wait a minute, he said D'Lo Brown?
I thought he was gonna walk in like that.
Special guest D'Lo
Hey, I was
Brown.
gonna say, is this why Trip like, he got the music ready?
Surprise guest.
He talking about, well, you messing with the real deal now. He gonna go ahead and
You threw your hands up like, shout out my nigga D'Lo Brown.
Shout out my nigga D'Lo Brown.
hey, you forgot to do this and shit.
Dog, no D'Lo
You know, I was
Brown.
gonna say D'Lo and Austin Reeves because, like I said, they ain't no bums, and you know what I'm saying. They was holding it down, so you know what I'm saying. Like they cooked, bro.
They did their thing. But we had our chance to win the
We
game.
definitely did.
And we fucked it off. But games like that happen, I can't say nothing to nobody else.
Nah.
The Bucks lost that game. They fucked it off.
They
Even
did.
though it was a time where the alley-oop with AD obviously pushed Giannis like midair, and we got no call. It's the end of the regulation. Referees usually ain't gonna caution like that. They're usually gonna let them play. So I seen a lot of people mad about that, but I was just like, bro, they shouldn't have been in that situation.
Right,
We was up 20.
and that's what I take it as. Like, yeah, we can nitpick bad calls, but we were like you said, we was up, so we shouldn't have been in that situation where the refs could determine
It's
the
one of those
outcome.
things where it's like I said a couple episodes ago, it's like that's a game that we shouldn't be losing.
Nah.
It's against the Lakers. No disrespect to the Lakers, but the Bucks are a top 4 team in the East. The Lakers are fighting for their playoff hopes.
Yeah,
But
and LeBron wasn't playing.
That is actually fuel too, though.
No,
Yeah,
I agree.
it is.
I
It
agree.
For the
It does
fact that
motivate
they-
people to play a little better
They
because
fighting and they feel like they've seen themselves rising to the occasion against the Bucks.
Yeah.
I think they use that as fuel. Like, nah, we can actually beat these fools.
Yeah.
Like, and then we need to beat these fools.
plus I
That's
think
another
I
thing,
think I
too.
think the Lakers match up good with the Bucks too.
To jump around though, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, our docket is all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, you brought up the refs, and you know what I'm saying. You know, we've been seeing that a lot in both, you know, NFL and NBA.
And in baseball.
Okay,
Oh,
I was about to ask.
bro.
I was just about to
Baseball
ask.
is like the
Baseball's
number
crazy,
one,
too.
bro.
too.
Baseball
I
might
actually
be number
heard
one,
about
G.
The reffing in baseball, they really feel like it's some dirty shit.
Bro,
going on as far as
and the worst
reffing
part,
in
it don't
baseball.
even be like intentional. I've seen it more intentional in like the high school and college ranks
Yeah.
as far as the umps actually like going into business for themselves. But the umpiring in baseball is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's religiously bad. It always has been.
I mean, we talk, we bring it up a lot, just every now and then through like every other podcast. But how do we fix this ref situation? I guess I want to like it's because like I said, it is players versus refs, and the bad side of it is it does seem like a lot of players are feeling defeated. Like they don't know. Like it's just like they'll express their you know their upset about the refs, but it's just like when I'm hearing them talking, it's just like it seems like they're like. I mean, like I don't know. There's ain't shit that we can do.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do we fix this?
I think it's more of a thing. It's a NBA higher up situation where they got to step in and probably do a meeting with the players association and the refs, and they all come to the table. But honestly, maybe they don't want to do that. Maybe they don't want.
True.
Maybe they want it to be called the way it's being called.
Yeah.
Maybe shit is happening because this is what they want. Because
But-
again, remember, this is sports. This is the NBA. But at the same time, like this shit, the NBA and these sports agencies and this whole shit of sports, this shit has storylines now.
True, but how do you justify like who was that where he caught the tech just because he wouldn't talk, he wouldn't acknowledge the ref? Like, how do you justify them calls like that?
Nigga, acknowledge me.
Yeah, I mean,
He like, nigga, look at me. Nigga, look at me.
Like that's like that to me. Like it's stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I can understand. Like if you know, granted, like some of them is heavily egregious, but like if it comes down to okay, this play, I have to determine if this is a tech or not, right? I can understand human error of all right, we're not gonna get it 100%. That ref ain't gonna get it 100%. So you know, yeah, I might be mad if it's against my team or it seems like that wasn't intentional. And I'm seeing it this way, but it's based off of a call. But them situations where it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I dunk it and I go, oh yeah. And then you like, I'm like, wait, what you want me to do? Just dunk it and then just be old boy off of a fucking Raising Canaan? Just be stale faced? Like,
Yeah.
like, what do you want me to do here? Or, you know what I'm saying?
pick and choose.
Like even if I, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is an emotional sport, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I get hit and I go fuck, like you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying fuck you or fuck the player. I'm just reacting to this. But why do I got to get a tech because of that?
But then sometimes, you know, I realize that these refs, they talk too.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes
If you get a bad rap,
you get a bad, and the refs is like, man, watch dude. They talk.
Yeah.
Just like
course.
just like players talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a camaraderie amongst refs also. You know what I'm saying? So if you was a certain way to a certain kind of ref, you might
Yeah.
come in the game like, I already got my eye on you. You look at me wrong. I'm taking your ass up. You know
That's
what I'm
crazy,
saying?
man.
Like you realize certain, like I forgot his name, but it's a certain ref who do not fuck with Chris Paul.
Yeah.
I can't remember his
bro,
name.
Scott Foster.
Yeah, Scott Foster.
Scott Foster.
He has not won a game.
Bro.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Or
Scott
something
Foster.
Like that.
Yeah, so yeah.
Dog do not fuck with Chris Paul. And it's hilarious. Like, dog, he don't fuck
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
Chris
they've
Paul.
had beef since like when Chris Paul was in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like shit like that. But you got to think like they damn near have an origin story. Like they could do a documentary on Chris Paul and dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like where did it go wrong type shit. So it's like you got to really try to figure out what's really the issue, and then honestly, if they really want to change it, like do they even really want to change what this issue, quote unquote, is?
No,
like they might be cool with how this shit's being officiated and how this shit is going.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff comes down to too is like the refs get egos.
Yeah,
so it's like a lot of the times the refs feel like they're bigger than their position as far as being a referee. Like they feel like I dictate the game, not I'm refereeing the game.
No, but they do.
No, I know they definitely do. And like, as somebody who's talked to a friend of mine he's doing like reffing through, he's that's kind of like his side hobby now is he referees high school games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, it's like a lot of the refs that I talk to and meet up with and stuff like that, they feel like they're bigger than what they're reffing. And it's like they feel like they need to dictate. Like if this guy makes a layup and is talking shit, now I know I need to watch that dude. And if he does anything little, I'm calling something on him. It's like, bro, you need if it's within fair play of the game, let the motherfuckers play. Now, if he's intentionally fouling somebody or if he fouls somebody, like just because you go up for a layup, you make that shit and you and one doesn't mean you get a fucking foul.
No.
If you didn't get touched, it's just a fucking layup. Like and you know, a lot of I feel like it's just very egocentric. The players don't help because the players bitch at the refs constantly.
And that's a new thing.
That's it.
I feel like they really gotta get that under control. I feel like everybody doesn't deserve to come to a ref. What did I do?
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
Yeah.
Everybody shouldn't be allowed. If you the 8th nigga on the bench and you get in a couple minutes and you come in for a layup and you might get hit a little bit, you do not deserve to be able to get up and come to the ref. What's going on?
Yeah.
No, bro.
I mean, I've seen some egregious tech calls.
I've seen more egregious tech calls.
Fucking, what was it, last year Jason Tatum got a tech for clapping. He like, I think there was like a loose ball foul or something. All he did was and he got a tech for it. He wasn't intentional. He was just frustrated with something, and the ref called a tech on him. And it's like,
I can't express my frustration. Like, I'm still a top tier player. I'm still a competitive player. So if I fuck up or something like that, and I go shit. Like, why do I gotta get a tech for that?
I feel like a lot of that could be maybe it's because of the language being used, probably because.
But then they let other language slide.
No, I agree. I agree.
That's what throws me off.
But I think if you,
I think it should.
Like I think remember a lot of this shit like Carmelo. Every time he get like bitch ass dude, give me this. Like he would yell that shit loud. I feel like that's warranted because it's like, bro,
so
you could clearly hear that shit on TV.
But, so I wouldn't even go on the TV situation. I mean, I guess you can, but
even like there's kids in the front row and shit.
I would understand if the network is doing it. But my thing is this: if I feel like this, if it's directed. Like directly, then I can understand that being attacked. But if I'm just being expressive and I just happen to, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I just feel like that should not be attacked.
But then you got to also almost keep in mind that we don't know what these players just said the last go round. You don't know. He might have irritated the ref last time when he shot the ball and he felt like he got fouled. You know what I'm saying? The ref be like, you know what? All right, yeah, you're right.
But irritated how? Because I feel like these refs are soft as shit lately, bro. They get irritated off the littlest shit, bro.
Yeah. The refs now, they just ain't taking no shit. The refs now is like, bro, you look at me wrong.
Yeah.
You whisper some shit. You know what I'm saying? But like even like the last, I think it was the Philadelphia and I think was it the Clippers game the other day? I think it was yesterday. I seen it was like the last couple seconds left, game on the line. They end up fouling. Damn, I forgot his fucking name. But they end up fouling him. And Nurse and the players coming up to the refs like, what happened? Y'all didn't call a foul or last seconds. And then like they talking and the dude was like, you a bitch ass nigga? You a bitch ass nigga?
Shit.
But he knew he was about to get attacked. Like he was like, I'm out of here anyway. So fuck it. Let me go hard. Because what was the NFL player who did that when he was looking in the crowd? What was his name?
I know what you're talking about.
He was looking at the crowd. He was like, fuck you.
Oh, I don't remember. I can't remember.
That shit. So I feel like bro was like, he knew he already got the tech and he was out there. So he was like,
that's how it is in baseball. Like when a manager or somebody gets thrown out of a game for arguing, like they, a bad call, bad strike, or a bad out call. The manager is the first person who's supposed to go out there and like let's say a bad strike 3 call, the batter instantly loses his fucking mind because he's pissed about it. I watched it happen. Like Kyle Schwarber when he was on the Nationals, or no, when he was with the Phillies against the Brewers. It was a badass strike 3 call. He fucking lost it. Like he fucking lost it on the umpire. Umpire instantly, you're out instantly. Like I'm not finna fuck with you. Like I called what I called. But the manager came out, and then the manager came out barking at him all this and that, man, and he was like, "All right, well, you can go too." And then they go the fuck off way more after. That's when you see shit where like,
if
like
I'm already
you see the
out,
clips
I'm
where,
already out.
they're
Fuck
kicking
that.
dirt on home plate.
Listen, if
They
I'm
go and they
already
take the
out.
bases off and shit. Like
If
I done
I'm
seen all that shit,
already
bro.
out,
Like,
bro, I am going full fledged. Like, oh, I'm out. All right, then
Yeah.
fuck it then. Like, I'm going in.
ass
It's go
boy.
time.
Yeah.
Like, nigga. So, I mean, speaking of players versus refs, though, Draymond Green set history. You know what I'm saying? Quickest person to get a tech, I think.
Bro.
What was it? Within under 4 minutes, bro? Like, he caught that tech, bro. Like,
nah, bro.
I said
They
it once. I'm gonna say it again. Draymond does not want to be in the NBA no more. He wants to wrestle. Draymond wants to be in the WWE. He want to bring back the WCW. Like Draymond just wants to wrestle, bro. He do not want to play basketball. Bro.
he got ejected. Okay.
He got
he
ejected.
got
Less than 4 minutes,
He
bro.
got ejected.
Because like I
Ejected
thought
in less
he
than 4
said
minutes.
it. I thought he said it earlier this year. Remember? Because right when the tip off started, he fucking choked punched the
Yeah.
name or whatever early in the year.
Oh,
I thought that was what it was. Because remember that's when Clay was like doing
That
shit and then
might be.
backed off. Like I was
Yeah.
like, damn, because that happened like right at the tip off.
But but I also wanted to like deep dive, like, bro, why do you think Steph like reacted that way?
Because Steph is tired of this shit.
You think so?
They need him right now.
I know that. I know they do.
Like,
they definitely need
They
him.
are in the race right now. Steph does not want to be in wasting his last years. He don't want to be on the outside of the fucking playoffs. They actually fucking need Draymond Green right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know
I was the third quickest.
a lot of
Yeah.
us outside of the team who watch and just be laughing at Draymond and just saying he be on bullshit. Dog is actually the heart of that team. Like, and him
Yeah.
not on the floor changing shit, bro. Like, he actually moves shit. So it's like him keep getting ejected and him keep getting all these texts and shit like that. And honestly, where he is right now, as far as age, bro,
Yeah.
he shouldn't be doing this right now.
Oh, no.
Like, bro,
I agree.
How are you getting worse? Like, you are getting worse than you were during a championship run. You would think that the older you get, the more reserved you get.
Oh yeah, Rasheed.
So all right. So number one, the quickest ejection in a game is Rasheed Wallace.
85 seconds into the
85
game.
seconds in the Knicks versus Sun game.
Okay, let's do
Got
a live
teed up.
reaction. Let's watch this.
You wanna-
Let's watch this.
The ball don't lie, bro. That's literally what it is.
Sheed is a technical foul legend.
He's
Hey,
got the
I was
most
gonna
text
say,
in history.
out of- when I saw Sheed, I said that tracks.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Technical foul
That
legend.
fucking tracks.
That's
bro.
why I say, as much as Draymond Green gets called for, he will still never do what Sheed, bro.
Well, he
Sheed used to get,
surpassed Sheed though in text.
yeah, but Sheed is still, look at him. He different, bro. Like, Sheed is just wild. That patchy ass dot in the back of his head. He had that shit forever. The ball don't lie, bro.
Did
Like,
they say what he said?
he was arguing a call or
Yeah.
something, I'm pretty sure. And like, yeah, because then Dragic misses this free throw, and then he yells, "Ball don't lie," and he gets kicked out.
Dog, that is crazy.
Yeah, yep. Like,
Ball don't lie.
or no, he misses both. That's what it is. He
Rasheed's
shoots
1
the
minute
first one, he
and
missed
25
it.
seconds of playing time is the quickest ever to get ejected.
Look how you looking.
See, ball don't lie. Out. Done for.
Ball don't lie.
Ball don't lie.
Don't lie.
Done for.
Don't lie.
Bro, I forgot Rasheed was on the fucking Knicks.
No, I
That's
didn't.
wild.
I remember.
Yeah. So who's number two?
Isaiah Thomas.
1.5.
One
When
and
it
a
comes to
half
fastest
minutes.
ejection from the start of the game, the unofficial record goes to Isaiah Thomas, who was tossed out on January 4th, 2022 at the 10
He shoved a referee.
88 seconds after getting forced into a jump ball with Carmelo. All right.
That pissed you off too. That pissed you
Like,
off
nigga,
too.
me? Like, bro, at the time, he probably was one of the smallest
I'm
players.
4'9".
Hey, what are the odds we went from that whole rant about Isaiah Thomas last week? Now we're watching clips of him getting ejected. Comes full circle,
Like them
man.
too fast, man. Like them too fast.
Oh, it was a jump ball.
It was a jump ball. Yeah, he got ejected 1 minute and 1.5
Damn.
minutes into the game.
Oh, he got thrown out.
Right away.
Damn.
You're like, what did I do?
Yeah, that ref with the receding hairline wasn't going.
Ref was like, nah, get your bitch ass out of here.
Bro, why is his headband so big?
He's a
little
small
person.
He's a small guy.
He's a little
dog.
person, dog. He's a little
I
person,
don't know how to say it.
a goddamn-
More politically correct, but he's a small guy.
It's a goddamn arm sleeve for Ben Wallace and shit. Dog. Oh my God.
He said, dude, we getting him out of here?
He said,
We get him
"I'm
out
outta
Get
here."
his ass out of here. Get his ass out of here.
Yeah, get him out of here.
Bro,
Go
dog.
get
So
some
yeah,
popcorn, buddy.
Draymond
He
Green.
must have said something to him to get tossed out.
Dre chasing shit.
He's definitely
That's
chasing him.
some people chase the record for points and
Oh, this
steals.
is older. This is right after he choked out.
Is that right? Some people chase the record for most playoff wins, most championships.
Assists.
This nigga Draymond Green is chasing most ejections.
And that would explain,
Bro, do you see this?
That would explain why he's still doing this shit.
Do you see this stat? It says 7 out of Draymond's last 11 ejections happen when Steph Curry isn't playing.
That's the sentiment.
So Dad's not there to hold him down.
This one was the anomaly. They were saying that Draymond Green does not like playing when Steph's not around. So they were saying most of his ejections came when Steph's not on the play.
Because Draymond is useless on a basketball court when Steph ain't around.
So now I want to let's get into our conspiracy theory.
Your conspiracy theory.
Yeah. Steph's reaction. What does this say about this Warriors? Is it over? Is Steph? You think Steph going to look somewhere else? Or is Draymond out? Like what?
Draymond's out.
What does this say?
Draymond's gonna podcast, bro.
Do you think Steph and Draymond's relationship is strained on because of this?
No, I don't think the relationship is strained. I think Steph is definitely frustrated. I feel like Golden State is better than what their record reflects.
Oh yeah, I do too.
I think Steph is tired. You know what I'm saying? Like he's expecting more because at the end of the day, they the vets. You know what I'm saying? We the vets. We gotta set the example. This is our team.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you out here still getting ejected out of games, still getting technical fouls, still out here whooping ass, taking names. Like, bro, come on, fam. Like, relax. Like, let's try to get into the playoffs. Let's, you know what I'm saying? We need you out here.
Yeah.
Like, he's a huge piece of this team, bro. Like again, like he's the heart and soul of that team, bro. Like he amps everybody up. You know what I'm saying? He probably get the best pep talks. The niggas who be whooping ass be the best motivational speakers.
Oh,
bro.
hell yeah.
Like, niggas who be out there
They be
kicking
the
ass.
locker room. They the rallier.
He probably be in that locker room giving it up, bro. Like, nah, we gonna get out here, kick their ass, and everybody believe it. So I mean, if you out here getting thrown out,
but
you take away that energy, bro.
Yeah.
You take away the energy.
Did he lie?
Nah.
When he say we gonna kick their ass,
He kicked their ass. That's why-
Literally.
I like that.
Kicking
in him. He be
motherfuckers.
leading by example. Like let's not front. Like he be out here, when he be in the locker room saying, "Hey, we finna beat their ass."
Yeah.
tonight."
Hey,
this still
Hey,
photo tells
why
everything.
why is Steph looking at Draymond? He like got his hand on his
Yeah,
stomach,
hey,
like,
this
"Hey,
still
Draymond,
photo-
you know you're in the wrong,
Hey,
right?"
this still photo it speaks so loud right now, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, cuz, like, hey,
Yeah,
hey.
this is Steph Curry's life in the NBA. Like he's gonna be trying to calm Draymond down every fucking game. I think he's tired of that.
Well-
I think he's expecting more out of Draymond.
Yeah,
Like,
of course.
Again, like, bro, you a captain, you a leader of this team, bro. You got to act like it.
Yeah.
That's what that face was. That face was a here we go again.
Yeah.
It's almost like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, you know your girl is a certain kind of way and y'all go out to eat and shit and the waiter brings some shit out and you be like, "Oh no, it's cool." Your girl be like, "Nah, nigga, it's not cool." You be like, "Oh damn, bae finna go crazy."
Man.
You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those situations like, "Oh, dog finna act a fool, bro." Like it was one of those looks like, damn,
Yeah.
man. Again, here
Bro,
we go.
and you know what's even crazier about it is the fact that they won and Steph still was like he didn't seem happy about that win.
Nah.
He didn't.
Nah.
And,
Bro,
and
he's
that- to
tired
me-
of dealing
and to
with
me,
the
that
bullshit.
spoke because like say he was cooking. He was hitting those
Yeah.
last minute shots. Like he was
Yeah.
cooking. And I think
Steph for Stephen.
Yeah, but I think it goes to exactly what you said. It's like Steph still has that capability of taking it there. But I feel like Steph in his career at this point, like he is looking for somebody to step up. He's like, we are the vets, so we got to play. But he's like, I should not have to do this so much. You know what I'm saying? Like it is that. It's like you can tell that he's like, I still got it in me, but like it still takes a toll on me to bring this out.
Yeah.
And I should not have to do this. But if I don't, where we at?
I don't think he has a problem with that because
You don't think so?
He's a competitor, bro.
True.
Like I think he doesn't mind doing that, but hey, help.
Okay, I can see that.
You
I can see that.
getting yourself thrown out. I look at you as a huge piece of this team and as the heart of this team. What do you look at yourself as the heart of this team? Because I mean, I know Steph Curry ain't finna be out here elbowing people or going to refs and getting himself ejected because y'all need me. Like, do you not feel like you are needed on this team? Like, bro, we need you out here. What is you on? You know what I'm saying? I think Steph whole shit is he frustrated, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we talk. So to wrap this up in regards to that, like I think that reaction. I mean, as much as we want, I want to be conspiracy theory deuces right now. I do believe that was more just out of frustration. Like, bro, we need you, and you doing this.
Like we've been doing this 12,
Like
13 years.
we've been
like,
doing this too long
And
for
they
you
at
to
the
be
bottom,
making
bro.
this.
That Western race at the bottom, bro. They needed that win.
Yep.
And I think at that moment, Steph was like, bro, this ain't what we needed. If we chasing something right now, we don't need you getting thrown out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk betting, because betting has been becoming way more open in sports. Like, you got to think back in the day, betting, you had betting, but it was more so like you need to know a bookie, you need to go somewhere, like whatever the case may be. Betting wasn't as mainstream as it is now. Now it's just like you can go to a fucking McDonald's and make a fucking bet, right? Like
Yeah, right.
it's becoming that. And then I was trying to find out who was it that got suspended because he was betting on himself. I can't think of his name right now.
Shit.
What was he on the Blazers, wasn't he?
Yeah.
No. Just what NBA player.
I can't think of that full name.
But like, you know what I'm saying? So and then like, what's funny is like they're going there was one game where he scored like a critical point to, you know what I'm saying? And then like, it was like a last second shot. And usually when you score that shot, you like, hell yeah. And his look was like he fucked up the parlay.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what they were saying. They were saying like he legit fucked up the parlay. But
That's what it is. Jonte Porter.
Porter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
from the
Jonte
Raptors.
Porter. Yeah.
Yep.
So let's talk about it. I mean,
Yeah, he prop bet on himself.
he prop bet on himself. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like the story was like he didn't even like he bet like the under on himself,
course.
and then he was
Yeah.
like,
And
"Oh,
then they
my
was shaving
stomach
the-
hurt. Like I got the BGs,
But
like all that." And like,
so
yeah, like,
should players be allowed to
Fuck
sports bets on
no.
games? Maybe not on themselves, but what about other games?
fuck no, not in the sport you play. Fuck no,
Why?
because then you'd be like, "Hey, I'm gonna bet Giannis drops less than 30 tonight. Hey, Giannis, drop less than 30 tonight. I split half the profit with you. That's all it's gonna take."
Now, okay.
So Burgie, you brought this topic up, so I feel like you got a hot take.
My hot take is I think they should be able to.
Fuck no.
Because I feel like, let's say, like, if
It's gonna ruin it for the simple folk like us.
You think somebody's gonna be able to tell Giannis?
No, I'm not saying
Hey,
that was a
score
that was a
under.
high that was
Yeah,
a
it's gonna be like-
that was a super over the top
Giannis gonna be like,
example.
bitch, I'm going for 50 tonight. Like, what the fuck is you mean?
No.
Under 30.
No,
bitch,
but-
bitch, you
no,
finna
but
get
if-
50 tonight. Actually, nigga, I don't care about your prop bet, nigga. I'm hooping tonight.
No,
Like,
but-
it's certain
but
players that
see
I feel like
this.
you're not gonna be able to do that with.
No, but see this. Here's the example. Giannis, what's your salary this year? I'm making $35, $38 million to play this year. If you score less than 30, you'll make half of that tonight. Just based on these bets. He didn't
I
do that
just-
shit in a heartbeat.
I don't
I'm not
think-
saying
I
him.
don't think
I'm
that's
not
gonna
saying
make
him.
him.
But
But
a
there are
person
players.
would.
Giannis-
A person
Giannis-
would.
Giannis won't.
You might find you a James Harden.
James Harden will 100%
James
do
Harden might be
so.
like, how much? What I need to do?
I'm saying, like,
How many
if,
shots? Say
like
less.
imagine if there was a thing where it was like, okay, Katie, you're projected to hit more than 6 3-pointers tonight.
The Hoopers ain't gonna go to. I don't think.
No, I'm just
The cats
saying.
who
No, I'm just
Hoopers-
saying. But like, okay, but the prop bet is 2-1.
Mm-hmm.
If KD makes less than 6 3-pointers, it's 2-1 odds.
Mm.
You don't think somebody in the NBA gonna be like, hey, KD, only shoot 5 threes tonight?
It might.
He's only gonna shoot. He's gonna fucking be wide open for every 3 and take a footstep inside and just shoot
Yeah.
that mid ranger.
It might, but okay.
He's still gonna get all his buckets, but he's gonna shoot less than 5 threes.
I'm gonna tell you the reason why I feel like players should be able to. Do you think the owners of these teams don't do sports betting?
I don't think so.
You sure about that?
I don't know.
I think they
I
do.
would like to think not, but
I
I
don't
would
think they do the official betting. I think it's more so
Like underground bookie shit?
No, I think it's more so. You the owner of the fucking Pelicans. I'm the owner of the Thunder. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
hey, Jake, I bet you. I think it's that.
That's
but I don't
fair.
think-
Like on some on that movie with Will Smith.
Yeah,
like
I think,
on that
I think
type
it's
shit.
more so that. I don't think
Gambling-
they do the official gambling.
Gambling has always been hand in hand with sports.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
That shit has never. It's never been a little bit here, a little bit. No, that shit has always been hand in hand with sports.
Yep.
And I feel like the players already do it.
Yeah.
Instead of having them sneak around and do it, fuck it. Lift whatever
So-
band that is.
so
let
here's-
them do what they do.
Here's
Because
the 2 things that I'd be cool with. I don't care that if a player like Giannis, if he was cool, if he was into sports betting. I don't care that you're into sports betting. You're not allowed to bet on the NBA, and you're not allowed to bet on team premises. You're not allowed to bet in arenas. You're not allowed to bet in the team practice facility. You're not allowed to bet in like you're getting your fucking ankles wrapped up in the medical facility because you're off on this game. Like you're not allowed to do it then. But you're allowed. You could bet on baseball. Fuck it. Just you can gamble on some baseball. shit.
So you're more so don't bet on the sport.
Don't bet on the
you
sport you're playing because it's going to turn up like a Pete Rose situation where you were caught doing the shit. You were literally betting on your own team. Like,
Well,
Yeah.
so then this is
and the payouts are going to be more.
This is my in between. Is that if we do allow players to do it, if you get caught, you are banned from the sport.
That's what
But you're allowing them.
No,
yeah.
I'm saying, but like I'm saying, like hard, like that is a hard stamp.
Yeah, like a
you
Pete
saying.
Rose ban. Like Pete
Yeah,
Rose
what's
is
up,
banned
Pete
from
Rose?
baseball, the Hall of Fame, everything.
none of
Like,
that-
Yeah, but I'm saying.
shit matter. But in Pete Rose's defense, at least he was betting on this team to win. At least he was like,
That's true.
At least he
That's
wasn't betting
true.
that they was gonna lose. That he going
That's
out there
true.
playing like shit.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Like, my thing is like with people in sports, like it's not like they like.
But it's easier to dictate. It's easier to dictate whether you're gonna miss a shot than whether you're gonna make
True,
it.
but I just don't feel like players are gonna be out there like, oh yeah, I'm betting my team is gonna lose. I'm gonna go out here and play like shit.
Well,
tonight.
so I was like, so we already talked about James Harden. Who else do you think would take the money?
An
Who else do
NBA
you
player?
think would shave points?
Oh, bro, it'd be such a low key like fucking AJ Green on the Bucks.
No,
like,
no,
like
no.
a
I
random
wanna
ass bench
I want to
motherfucker.
talk big names. Who do you
Oh.
think? Because so another person who I believe that would, and I don't want to say it because he on us, but. Hey, I believe Patrick Beverly would definitely take the fucking money. I ain't gonna hold you, G. I believe Patrick Beverly would be
Hey,
like,
Pat Bev do look like a
Pat
prize picks
Bev.
motherfucker, bro.
He not a huge factor.
He's not a huge
So
factor.
I feel like him taking money, he would be.
It'll be a side bet.
He'd be just like us. He'd be just like us and shit. Like
Nah,
prize
it'll be a
picks.
side bet. Like, hey.
On the bench, like fuck, dang, one more assist, please. Like he'd just be like one of us type shit. Like
I don't know. I don't like the idea of a guy betting on a sport that he plays. Like I'm cool. Like I said, I'm cool with outside bettings. Like fucking NBA players, yeah, have a fucking fantasy football league. Like do fucking DraftKings on fucking football Sundays and shit like that. I'm cool with that. Don't do like fucking what's his name, the receiver, where he was betting on NFL. Dog that signed with the Titans.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that shit. But like, I'm cool with the idea of regular athletes being able to do sports bets. Like, shit, I feel like if you're a retired NBA player, have fun betting on NBA games. Like, because you're retired. But don't fucking be retired and then sign a fucking 10-day that same season that you've been doing all these fucking sports bets.
Yeah.
I could say the player who I would say probably is like a player like Kyle Lowry and shit. Like
Kyle
It
Lowry
was
would
just
take
like a
that
random-
shit.
just flop all the time. Like I could just see him like, yeah, I'm just gonna get out here and just do what I
Mm-hmm.
do.
Definitely,
I'm not doing
definitely.
anything tonight.
The problem is it wouldn't be one of the OG vets. It'd be a fucking one of them young ass, dumb ass rookies, bro. Like the dumb kids. That's what it would be.
They have to get minutes.
like
for them to do
like
that.
dog from the Raptors, like just a kid, like just dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody would definitely do it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, hey, listen here. I don't know. I'm in the middle with it. Like I said, I hear what Burgie's saying. I lean in and agree with what he's saying. Like they're already doing it. We should make it. But I do agree with you. That it's too tempting to somebody who if you're not like a hooper and you really just like I just need to get this money, then and then that's another thing. You down on your luck, you down like you might be like, all right, shit, hey, I normally wouldn't do this, but this month,
Yeah.
I got to. So
Because
it's
the
like,
worst part is
I'm
it
kinda
could even branch off to worse than the players, because then you could get the fucking refs betting on the shit.
I think the
I mean,
refs
I
do.
think the refs
I'm
already
saying
in.
we already had
I
the
think
Tim
that's already
Donaghy.
happening.
We already had the Tim Donaghy situation. Like
And not to circle back on the players versus refs, but shit, that's probably be what something of a fucking reason.
Probably.
Is. Let me get your ass out of here. I
But
got
I'm
we
you.
just
just
saying.
talk about that.
Yeah.
We
But
just
imagine-
talked about that
but-
last
but
podcast.
imagine
People
if
upset
you're-
like you fucked up my parlay.
Yeah.
But imagine if you were like allowed to do it, then the refs will be like, "Oh well, I didn't see a fucking foul."
And they ejected everybody too. Oh my god!
like
you
oh
out
LeBron,
of here?
like oh LeBron, you're up, you're over
Yeah.
under, you're more or less
Everybody-
25. Oh, you're out.
Everybody else is allowed to make money off of them, bro. Like my thing is, I like the idea of everybody making
Money off
themselves.
That makes it.
I feel like us
It's
being
just a
able to
slippery
gamble
slope,
and
bro.
Bro, but
use
they're
them
getting
as
paid
props.
$20 million already to play basketball. Why do they
See,
need
why
to
we
make
gotta-
that money betting?
Why we got a pocket watch? Like they making that money. Shit, they can make more. They can make more. They on the court. They making a sacrifice. These motherfuckers who got to live their
I
life
agree.
after putting all that wear and tear on their body.
I was
let
gonna tell
them
you that
niggas
was there.
rock.
Yeah.
Let them rock, bro. Let them
It's
rock.
just a slippery slope.
Let
That's
them
that's
rock,
that's the
fam.
main thing.
I seen Rick Mahorn at the Big 3 game, bro. That man could barely walk. Like, bro, he could barely walk, bro. He had to stop at the damn scorers table. Like, he bent over, his back all fucked up. Man, let them fools rock.
Yeah.
Let them rock, bro.
All right,
fuck
man.
it.
I mean, let's see here. We'll see how it goes because, like I said, the way that the betting's going and the way that gambling's going, I wouldn't be surprised if they just be like, "Fuck it, let's go." Like I'm actually not saying like I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised if they turned out and they
You
said
remember
that.
on
It would just hurt the average motherfuckers because these NBA
think,
players, the
there's
players,
a
the
lot.
athletes are gonna
You-
because they're gonna have more money to bet, which is gonna fuck with the odds.
Yeah, but at the same time, like they should figure something out. Like they should make their version of the wire when they created that area where everybody could sell drugs.
Yeah, Amsterdam.
Give
Amsterdam.
the NBA, the NFL, the MLB, the NHL, give them they Amsterdams, bro. Like, give them their areas where they can trap, bro. Get a players, there's certain areas where they can place state bets where nobody else know. You know what I'm saying?
They probably already do.
Make
How about
sure it's
this?
ethical.
Wait a minute.
Make sure it's ethical.
I got the. You cannot bet on losing at all.
So you can only bet.
You can only bet on the success. So you can, like, so as a player, you can bet like, all right, you want to bet? You got to bet that your team is going to be first seed, or you got to bet that you're going to make MVP, or like it can't.
I also think you shouldn't be allowed to bet on yourself or your team
Or
or your
that.
opponents or your opponents.
Well, then who you gonna bet on then?
Other games, other teams.
But everybody's your opponent.
I'm just but the person you're playing that night.
No.
You can't.
That'll
You
give
can't
them
bet on
something.
like
No,
but like
as
this
a,
classic
but
here.
as a winner though, like so you can't. So I like if I'm going up against the Celtics, I can't bet that my team's going to lose, but I can bet. You know what? We are going to beat the Celtics by 20 points. Because then
That's fair.
Because then that's fair. Then it's not. Then it's not. There's no chance of shaving points. There's no chance of playing bad. It's like everybody needs to play at their highest level so we can win this fucking money.
Yeah.
Then now,
guess.
yeah, because then that eliminates it. Because the concern is that the concern is if you bet losing, and let's say if it's Boston against fucking the worst team, right? And then you find out Jason Tatum's like, oh, I'm going to bet that we're going to lose this game. Ain't nobody expecting that. So now Jason Tatum is
Odds
shaving
gonna be
points, right?
crazy.
But if you're like, oh, shit, we playing the worst team. You know what? I bet you we can beat them by 40. Hey, I'm betting that we can beat them by 40. Now everybody playing crazy to try to hit this. And then it's not bad anything because he can vocally say it like I'm betting that we're gonna beat them by 40. We watching the game, seeing like, oh shit, are they cooking?
There's gonna be
It's
so
gonna
many.
be
There's gonna
exciting.
be so many fights. I can see it already. Can you imagine? Can you imagine like? Can you imagine
cool
where
with
it's
that.
like Jason
I'm cool with
Tatum?
that.
Jason Tatum's on fucking DraftKings and he's like, hey, I think I'm a bet that I'm gonna score over 45 tonight. He gonna be the only
cool with
motherfucker
that.
shooting, bro. Somebody Jalen
cool
Brown
with
gonna
that.
punch him in his
No,
shit.
but it can't be individual.
I'm
It
cool
can't
with
be
that.
individual. It can't be I'm a bet that I'm gonna do it. It's
like
the
that.
team is going to win.
Can you
I'm cool with
imagine,
that.
bro? Like,
Turn this shit up.
Turn
Let's
it up.
go.
nah, fuck
Let's
that.
go.
Because then now,
Banner.
because now I'm really upset.
Let's
Like,
go.
if I'm Steph, so imagine that thing. Imagine Steph bet on that game, and we're gonna win by 20. And then
Draymond
Draymond,
get thrown
now I'm really my reaction is justified. Like nigga, we
Totally
going.
different.
putting this on the record. He's my dogs, but I don't agree with them at all. I don't agree with them at all.
Turn this shit
Like
up.
I try to I know
this
you
shit
always
up.
try to find the neutral ground. I can't fuck with none of this. None.
Turn this shit up.
None.
shit.
We done put out plenty of hypotheticals, and I disagree with all of
All
them.
right, hey, all right.
Let's
So Jake is on the no.
No,
Burgie's on
absolutely
the
not.
yeah. I'm walking the line.
Jake is on the
Let's get
fuck
this-
no.
Doug,
Get
where you
this
at?
money.
Where you at, Doug?
Fuck it, let him bet.
Hollywood trip is on. I let him bet.
You're supposed to be my boy. You're supposed to be my boy.
All right,
this money, man.
So let's talk about where just the playoffs is shaping out. Let's talk about playoff matches
Only like,
that
what,
we want to
two-
see.
Only like what,
So-
2-3 more weeks left in the regular
Yep.
season.
Yep. So let's talk about the matchups as it currently stands. On the Eastern Conference, we got Boston against Philly. We got Milwaukee against Miami. We got the Knicks against the Pacers. We got Cleveland against Orlando. I'm not going to go over lottery bound right now. And then on the Western Conference, we got Denver against Sac. We got Minnesota against Phoenix. We got Oklahoma against Dallas. And we got Clippers against the
Bro,
Pelicans.
these some good ass playoff matchups, low key.
Very good.
Dog.
Good,
that
man.
Western Conference is dope. Like that Western
Yeah.
Conference.
The
is
Eastern Conference ain't
nasty.
nothing. Ain't nothing.
The East is nice, but
Ain't nothing. I don't know,
Nah,
bro.
this some hard ass.
Because bro, this game right here gonna be fire,
not,
bro.
well, of course, because that's interdivision.
This, of course, gonna be
that's
fire.
gonna be
We
nuts.
gonna fight. That
Yeah.
Miami Bucks shit
Yeah.
happened in the first round.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fight in this shit.
This
And they-
probably gonna be the
and
only
it's
watch.
it's already reported that Embiid's probably coming back.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then
Yeah.
it's not gonna. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So
I don't think it helps, but
think
it
it
helps.
helps.
It helps, but I
So
still
is it looking
think
like
Boston
we're guaranteed
wins.
gonna get Miami? Is that
That's how it's
looking?
playing. If the season ended today, this is where it would be.
yeah, because who's 8? Philly. Yeah, Philly. Well, I don't know. They 39-34, Miami 39-33.
It depends on
It
it
swap.
depends on head-to-head matchups and everything too.
These two could
But also,
swap.
Philly keeps dropping.
Philly do keep dropping, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying this could swap depending on if Philly catches a run and Miami
Even
catches
if,
a run.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so right now, let's talk matchups that we would like to see. And now for this? Are we talking about the matchups as they currently are? Or are we saying we want to see a switch up, a toss up?
we could do currently and
And a toss up.
in the toss up like
That
whatever.
fucking Denver
Make it happen.
Sacramento series gonna be a fucking shootout.
Yeah, that's gonna be a
That
good
shit's
one.
gonna be. I didn't realize
And-
Sac was a fucking
And
eight.
I ain't gonna
know
hold you.
I'm 100% sure Denver don't want that series.
Hell, fuck no against OKC.
Denver don't want that series,
Absolutely
bro.
not.
Because
Denver don't want that series, bro.
Oh, against Sacramento? No,
Yeah, against Sacramento.
No,
Denver don't
I
want
was
that
looking at the
shit,
wrong
bro.
teams.
They
Yeah,
match up really fucking good,
Bro, Sacramento is 3-1 against
and
them
you know
right now in the
Minnesota
regular
don't want to
season.
see Phoenix if Phoenix is healthy too.
Shit, honestly, I don't know, bro.
I think Minnesota can still take
How
it, but I'm
Minnesota
saying,
been
but like,
playing, bro, I don't got Minnesota being scared of no fucking
No,
Phoenix. bro.
I actually think that this series right here is going to be a fire series. But so in response to the conversation, the OKC Dallas matchup. That's the
That should
matchup I want to
be
see.
cracking.
That's the matchup I want to
could
see
see-
right now.
I could
Outside of
see-
ours, that's the matchup that I think is going to be a dog
That's gonna be a
fight.
good one.
I could see Luka taking it, like leading that team to upset OKC. I don't like. That's the one like major upset I could see out of all of the series.
Wait. Luka's the upset?
Because they're the
Dal-
six. I could see Dallas upsetting OKC in a 7-game series over that.
They're still a young team, so I mean,
I could see just because of the.
I wouldn't say it would be an upset. I would be like experience.
Yeah.
But well, I'm saying it would be an upset as far as the standings
Stat
goes.
wise, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I
My
could see
upset
it.
would be that fucking Denver and Sacramento series.
You think Sac
Bro,
and Denver out there?
Sacramento can beat Denver, bro.
I believe
Yeah.
it. I believe it.
Sacramento can
The
beat
Kings
Denver.
have
and
already. The Kings have led the series.
Yeah,
Look
they're
at-
3-1 in the series right
Yeah,
now.
They
they-
don't want to. If Denver don't want to see them, bro.
That'd be
Denver do not
crazy.
want to play them, bro.
Yeah.
That'd be
100%
crazy.
Sure.
So you think that they rather get Phoenix?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
They sometimes they halfway
Yeah.
injured this shit. They ain't 100%. Sacramento is 100%, bro.
But like this
And
this
The Knicks are getting better
They
too.
serious.
is gonna be a good series too.
yeah, definitely. Definitely, that's gonna be a real good.
Yeah.
one.
That Cleveland
That
Orlando.
Orlando one gonna be nice too.
Yeah,
though.
that's gonna be a nice one.
That Cleveland Orlando series. It'll be exciting, but it'll be boring. It'll be like the least watched probably.
I say my hot take out of all of these, I got Clippers getting bounced out first round.
By New Orleans.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yo, have y'all been seeing Giannis? Not Giannis, but Zion.
Zion,
lately?
even
My boy Freaky Zion getting to it, bro.
And,
Like, he
and,
hooping,
and y'all been
dog.
seeing the Clippers lately?
He
Though?
hooping.
The Clippers ain't been clipping.
Yeah, bro. My boy,
Which is wild because they've been healthy too.
my boy Freaky Zion been going crazy.
I
bro.
got
He ain't hearing that shit.
I got New Orleans bouncing out Clippers, bro. I think so.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. That's a hot take.
Yep.
That's definitely a hot take.
All right, so matchups so this is how it is currently. But if we can switch some things around, what is a matchup that you would like to see?
I don't want us playing Miami right away.
I don't want us playing Miami
so
or
we
Philly right
We
away.
can switch that shit up. Cool. Give me whoever.
I don't want to play
behind
Philly
Miami.
if Embiid's healthy.
Philly's behind Miami.
Oh yeah, I want Philly even if Embiid's healthy.
I don't want Philly
I
if
don't trust
Embiid's
Philly, bro.
healthy.
But even with him coming back, I don't feel like he's 100%.
Even if he was 100%, listen here, I stand
100% Embiid is
I stand 10
enough
toes
to
down.
is enough to change a
100%
series.
Philadelphia, no matter what, bro. Embiid, they gonna catch one or two. To me, listen here,
Bucks and 6,
bro. Listen, shout out to my guy Clint Coley, man. Me and him have this conversation all the time. He a Philly native. I'm from Milwaukee. We talk about it all the time. I tell him all the time, like I don't give a fuck if Embiid healthy. I don't give a fuck if everybody take a sensu bean and they're 100%. Philly ain't fucking with us. That's how I feel out all the time. Philly is one of them teams that like I understand who Embiid is, but I still don't believe Embiid is enough to get us.
I bet you
in a series.
That's fair.
Embiid would rather come back and play Boston in the playoffs than come back and have to worry about Giannis.
Yep.
That's fair.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's fair.
Because coming off an injury, I
Because
feel
it's
like
either you're going up against Giannis or you're going up against what's his face.
Al Horford?
It's gonna be
Not Al Horford.
Porzingis.
Porzingis. Yeah, I forgot. I keep forgetting Porzingis.
It's gonna be
over there.
gonna be more of a run with him coming up and having to play against us.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm sure he wants Boston.
No, but honestly, there's no other. I mean, every other series is kind of. I kind of like
Hey,
the matchups of every
so
other
Run,
series.
run us Indiana. I'll take Indiana.
Well, so I was
we
gonna
got the bad blood. That will be a good.
and
series.
they've led the series on us all
Well,
year.
so
Yeah,
here's the
sure.
thing. I was going to say I would like to see a Cleveland Indiana game. So I fuck with the Cavs right now. I really fuck with the Cavs, and I just feel like the Cavs is a team that would really,
Orlando is on a fucking hot
yeah,
streak,
that
too.
would really
Yeah.
shut Indiana up. Like, I feel like Indiana will go in thinking like, even though Indiana's 6 and Cleveland is 4,
I'll say
I feel like
Indiana would have to win a bunch.
They got this chip on their shoulder, and I just want, like I said, I hope the Knicks put them in their place. I don't like the chip that's on the Pacers' shoulders right now.
Looking at the numbers, just based on because Indiana's only got 8 games left and Orlando's got 10 left.
Yeah.
Shit, Indiana's gonna have to win at least 6 or 7 of those 8.
How many games Miami got left?
Miami got 10 left.
Yeah, 10.
So we
Everybody has at least 8 games left. Most teams have 10 left.
Yeah, most teams have 10.
That's wild.
Minnesota, you think so? Is there a better matchup for Minnesota, or this Minnesota Phoenix one is the one?
I think all of them are good matchups as they're set.
That Minnesota go down a little bit. What's Dallas? Dallas could possibly get them go up. That Dallas and Minnesota would be a good one.
Dallas and Minnesota will be a fire one.
Go back up real quick. Go back up to Phoenix. I want to see what Phoenix's record is. And
43 and 30.
And what's Dallas's record?
Dallas is 43-29.
Okay,
so they can swap.
They could swap possibly.
That can swap.
They have the same amount of, or Phoenix has one less game,
Yeah,
so that doesn't help them. But
that can swap like at the drop of a dime. So then it'll be a swap. It'll be Dallas versus Minnesota.
and Dallas
Phoenix
has
and
6
OKC.
games against the West too.
Yep.
6 of their last 10 are against the West.
Damn, hey, Phoenix and OKC. Phoenix getting bounced out if they go against OKC. Like Minnesota's already a tough one.
Yeah.
OKC, I got them getting them the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Hey, low key, that OKC fucking Phoenix series, if they matched up, will be a fucking dogfight.
It'll be
It'll
pretty
just be
good.
high scoring every
It'd be
game.
a pretty good game.
Because you realize it's gonna be Book, Beal, and KD just trying to get buckets every night.
Facts.
I mean, granted, I feel like OKC has the better team. Like Chet and
Yeah.
SGA are gonna go the fuck off, but
Definitely.
those 3 dudes are 3 known scorers that can go off for 50 any
Hey,
night.
That Knicks and Cleveland game, if that ends up being around, that's going to be a dog. That's going to be
That would
crazy.
be
They had
that
really
wouldn't be
good
until the
games this
finals
season.
though.
They did.
They had
That wouldn't
good
be until the
games
Eastern
this season.
Conference
That is
Finals.
true. That is true. But that I ain't
Which
gonna
means
hold
one
you.
of those, because if the Knicks, if this is how it's laid out, Knicks would get the Bucks if the Bucks beat Miami, or when the Bucks beat Miami, because
Yeah.
it would be the 2-3 and then the 1-4.
Yeah, you're right. So then it'll be
Because
what?
the 1 gets the lowest seed.
So if you got Boston winning and then you got Cleveland beating Orlando, or this one's still a toss up.
Yeah, I would take Cleveland.
So then a Cleveland Boston.
It would
game?
go, yeah, because the 1 seed always gets the lower of
Yeah.
the winner
Yep.
seed.
So a Cleveland Boston matchup. What do you think? How you think that fair?
I think Boston goes all the way until they play us,
You think so?
Boston to get.
Yeah,
and then
Boston cooking.
and then Boston loses to us, and then we go to the finals and win that motherfucker.
But Cleveland match up pretty nice with Boston.
That's true.
They do. They match up pretty nice. And Cleveland is a really good defensive team. And Boston, they just seem shaky when they dealing with them kind of teams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They do good on offensive rebounding and shit.
I still say though that's the most fraud 1 seed I've seen.
Boston. Yeah.
They're good, but they have had
Hey, listen, they Dak.
I've watched
playing-
a couple
they playing really
games.
good.
I've watched a couple games of theirs lately, and just for some, I don't feel confident at all that they can win the whole thing.
Yeah. I don't see it yet. And they got I heard that they're shooting a documentary for this season. They've been shooting.
Oh, really?
They got cameras following them like on some Last Dance type shit.
Boston?
Like kind of like
I mean, it makes
kind of like
sense.
that in-season
It
shit the
makes
NFL
sense.
does.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, out of all the teams, I mean, there's a few teams that you could follow, but I understand the Boston because they've been at the brink for so long. So, you know, this is kind of like a make it or break it year. I feel like if they don't make it this year, Boston, the future of this current Boston roster and makeup is going to be shifted.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If they don't bring it home this year.
Yeah.
And for sure. So I mean, before we get out of the the playoff bound, we talked about it briefly, but the Houston winning streak, trying to get into this play-in. Like
Yeah, they're trying, man.
you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? So like do they give their breakdown? No, they don't give their breakdown. Wait, is this what they got left?
That's what they have
10
left.
games.
Yep. So they got 10 games left, 4 home, 6 away.
8 of them are against the
8
West.
of them against the West, which is a tough ass fucking thing to have
bro.
to deal with. Matter of fact,
I know the
shit,
Jazz.
let's look
Jazz
at
have
their-
already been eliminated technically.
Let's look at the Houston Rockets schedule. But they are, like I said, like Burgie said it, you know what I'm saying? You know, when we talked about that Lakers team beating us, it's like, you know, you get this random fuel when you're trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, okay, we're already out, but, you know, if we can get in, you know what I'm saying? At least let's get in. So,
Jazz,
they're-
Mavericks,
so yeah. So the
Wolves,
next,
Warriors.
this is the Rockets' upcoming schedule. They got the Utah Jazz, they got the Mavericks, they got the Timberwolves, they got the Warriors, they got the Heat, they got the Rockets, they got Magics, they got the Rockets again.
No, you're not the Rockets.
They got the Rockets.
You're looking at the
You are
looking at the
I'm
Rockets.
sorry, but they got the Magic, they got the Jazz, they got the Trailblazers, they got the Clippers. And then,
They finished the season against the Clippers, which shit, Clippers might be fighting for their fucking playoff hopes around that time too, possibly.
all right, so the Jazz, we got them beating them.
Yeah, the Jazz already got nothing to play
Yep.
for.
They could be.
They
They
beat
can
them.
play spoiler though, low key.
Mavericks.
Dallas is
I
still
got
fighting
Dallas
for their
that game.
spot.
Even though those games are really good games because it's like the fight for Texas type shit.
Yep. And but they're at home.
I want to say Dallas, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna say Houston. I'm gonna say the Rockets.
Okay, Timberwolves in Minnesota.
The Wolves are trying to get a 1 seed.
Yeah, they're gonna bust their ass. So that's the all right.
Baby Jordan is not fucking playing.
Yeah,
with
no,
nobody
bro,
right
he go
now.
crazy. That
Jordan the son is not playing with niggas right
the
now.
Warriors.
I think we'll know by that game whether the Warriors are in or out.
I got Golden State.
I think if the Warriors are out, they're gonna lose.
But if they're still competing,
They might take it. They might take it.
If they're still competing, all right. Miami, we already know that. I don't think they getting out of that one. Mavericks again.
I think Dallas beats them twice.
In Dallas.
Dallas is gonna get that game.
Magics again.
I got Houston that game.
All right. The Utah Jazz again.
They lose that one.
In Utah. The Trailblazers in Portland.
Bro, they fuck around and lose that Utah
beat
game at the end of the year. That might be their fucking season.
Yeah, and the Clippers.
They're gonna need a
in
lot
Los
of fucking
Angeles.
help, which is they're gonna need to win at least 8 out of these 10 games.
Do you got? I don't see eight. I don't see 8 on here that they
That's
can
what I'm
win.
saying. They might have because they only got 10 games left.
It'll be them.
Well, hold on. So
And look how far out they are.
Well, but here's the thing. All right, so there's 10 games left, but to get in that, like I said, they look. I see how far they are, but to be in the play-in, they just gotta surpass Golden State.
Yeah, Golden State's also trying to fight for their own shit too.
Right.
So
So Golden State got 9 against the West.
So right now, Golden State is in the play-in.
yeah,
Yep.
Right now it's Lakers. It's Lakers. Golden State.
It's
right
Lakers
now.
Golden State.
Mm.
So it's pretty much like so they Golden State got 9 in the
Wait,
West
how
that
the
they
fuck
got to
does
do.
that shit work again? The play-in with the fucking playoffs because they're showing 1 through 8 matchups.
And
but how's there a play-in?
Well, before we get into that, I want to go over the
Warriors schedule?
the Warriors schedule real quick to see how they. So they got
It's
the
from bottom
Hornets.
up. Yep, Hornets, Spurs.
They got the Hornets first. Then they got the Spurs in San Antonio. Then they got the Mavericks at home. Then they got the Rockets. And then they got the Mavericks again.
Mm-hmm.
Then they got the Jazz. Then they got the Lakers. Then they got the Trailblazers, the Pelicans, and then the Jazz again. Now, why is everybody playing the Jazz so many damn times? Shit.
Towards the end of the year.
Jesus Christ.
It's interdivision too.
Yeah.
That's why they disperse the interdivision ones out at the end.
So the thing I'm seeing is it's clear Houston has the tougher schedule.
Definitely.
Yeah, but I also think the Warriors are done for. I said they weren't going to make the playoffs
So
like 2 months ago.
You got the Warriors beating Hornets?
Yeah. They just announced that Melo's out for the season.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got the Warriors beating Spurs?
Yeah, of course. Spurs are ass.
Yep. Now Dallas.
No, Dallas
At
gonna
home.
get them. Dallas gonna get them. They'll probably lose the rest of the games, bro.
Okay, so
The Warriors will probably lose every.
so now they're not beating the Mavericks in the Bay.
No.
They're not beating the Rockets in Houston.
Bro.
They're not beating the Mavericks in Dallas. They're not beating the Jazz.
They might beat
at
the
home.
Jazz.
Okay. The Lakers.
That Lakers game, Lakers are gonna take it.
I got Golden State.
I got Golden State against the Lakers. The Trailblazers
All right, they'll win that.
in
one.
Portland.
They'll win that one.
So that's 2 that you got winning. The Pelicans again.
They'll lose to that
They
one.
might lose the
Pelicans are fighting for a higher seed.
Okay. And then the Jazz one more time.
They'll beat the Jazz every time. Twice on Sunday.
The Jazz will beat them because the Warriors won't have anything to play for because they'll be out. They'll just sit everybody.
So you got them winning 2.
Yep.
Right now, Burgie, you vocally said 3 at least. You said the Jazz 2 times and the Lakers. Is there any other team, any other one you think they win it? Oh, Spurs.
They're gonna beat
So
the
that's 4.
Hornets. They're gonna beat the Hornets. They're gonna beat the Spurs.
So that's 5.
They're gonna beat the Mavericks. That Maverick game is at home, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're gonna beat the Mavericks.
So that's 6.
They're gonna beat the Rockets.
7.
They'll lose that other Mavericks game.
Okay.
They'll beat the Jazz. They're gonna beat the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna beat the Blazers. They might lose that Pelican game, and then they're gonna beat that.
So you're saying they're going to go
last Utah
7
game.
and 3 their last 10.
I got them doing it.
Okay.
I got them doing it.
All right.
So all right, we'll see how it goes.
I think the NBA and the media wants the Warriors
course they
to
want
go
the-
7 and
They
3.
gonna want
They
the,
want
they
the
gonna
Warriors,
want the
Lakers.
Warriors. They want the. They want to give us. They want to give us that Warriors Lakers play-in game again.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
It was a nice game. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie.
That was
bro,
a dog.
shit-
That was a dog
Man,
fight. That was a dog
That
fight.
was for the first play in and to see that was like, hey,
I enjoyed it.
If the play ain't gonna be like this, I ain't gonna hold you. I was okay with it.
I enjoyed it.
I was okay with that shit. So, man, we'll see how it goes, man. I mean, like I said, these playoffs they're coming up close, and right now, man, it's gonna be a dog fucking fight, bro. Like I'm excited about that. Speaking of a dog fight, you know what I'm saying? Let's get into bracket status. You know what I'm saying? The brackets, you know. Everybody get their brackets tore up. You know what I'm saying? We talk if you heard us talking earlier. You know what I'm saying? Hollywood Trip, his bracket was already destroyed.
My man took Northwestern of all the teams.
I thought Trip had like a
Inside
secret inside
Bro.
scoop. I almost got with him like,
I
hey,
got-
bro, what's
I got
going
the-
on,
Got it,
man?
yeah. So
You know something I don't know? Like, dog, Northwestern, like, dog, that's a big feat, bro.
right, but Jake, man, go
Yes, sir.
give us the update. Where we at?
So I guess it's going through the point standing. Didge whooping all our ass, low key. But
Yeah.
Didge also watches a lot of college basketball.
Man,
so
Didge
Didge just be watching sports. Bro.
Didge
Like,
remind me, when I think of Didge watching college sports, I just imagine him in front of like a back computer, just multiple screens. He got a calculator, one of the old school calculators. He got one of them hats with the glasses on it. He type it like Didge be like, that's how I feel like Didge is.
But then
bro.
as it goes between, you and I competition, we're both tied at 400 points right now.
Okay.
I got Marquette winning it all. You got Connecticut. You got UConn. Fucking San Diego State. Just go ahead and pull off this upset today. They're playing UConn right now.
Right now?
I got
Yeah.
UConn.
Bro, my percentage is only 48%. That's terrible. But, it is what it is. And then shit, I'll pull up the women. We did a women's bracket as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pull that one up as well. Hold on. Gotta pull up my pinned messages.
Yeah. I mean, just let you know, UConn's up by 11 right now.
Oh, of course they are. UConn's gonna win, bro. But
See, I ain't say nothing.
I mean, UConn's gonna win. Like I was hoping.
So
You're trying
at this point, while you're looking that up,
Mhm.
I want to hear biggest upsets on y'all brackets. What was the one for you, Burgie?
Oh, bro. When
that Wisconsin.
Oh
game.
no, see, I had Wisconsin winning. I had them winning, but I had them losing to Duke right after that. So I
I had
wasn't like.
Wisconsin going to the Final Four.
And that fucked you up.
Yeah.
What about you?
That set me back.
I think I had Auburn going pretty far. I think I had them going at least to Elite Eight.
Yeah.
That was a big one.
my fucking
You know what? No, my
hometown
biggest one I think was Kentucky. I think I had Kentucky going like to almost
yeah.
the
I
Final
did
Four
too.
or some
I
shit.
did too.
And then the women's, Didge is whooping our ass again.
Bro.
Bro, Didge is whooping our ass, bro. Like low key.
What he up?
He's whooping our ass worse in the women's bracket than the men's.
Yeah. What are you up?
He's at 540. I'm at 480. You're at 450.
Mm.
Or you're either at 450 or 340. Both of y'all both took LSU, and neither one of y'all name is listed on here.
Mm.
So
I'll definitely.
like mine is named Jake C's pick, and Didge's pick, and then y'all are both ESPN fan.
Big Digit. Did you
But
say
I took-
Big Digit's pick?
No, it says Didge's pick, just Didge's pick.
I was about to spend 5 minutes roasting the shit out of Digit. Like, bro, this
No, it
is
just says
Big
Didge's pick.
They call me Big Digit.
Big Digit.
Big Digit.
No, I would say Kentucky was probably my biggest fuck up as far as the men's bracket goes. I can try to find it real
Bro,
quick.
I watch the Final Fantasy. I mean, not
Final Fantasy.
But I don't know where my head at today. I don't know where my head at today. I watch March Madness.
Nigga, shout out D-Lo, bro.
Final Fantasy. I don't know
Watching
where
Final Fantasy clips.
I don't know where my head at. I watch March Madness with no stakes. It just seems so stressful having to worry about these brackets. I ain't even gonna hold you.
I feel you.
Like it just feels so stressful. So I like being able to watch it with no stakes, just to enjoy the
Shit.
sport.
Clemson's beating Arizona right now with 8 minutes left in the second half. They're up 61-56. I picked Arizona to win.
Wow, okay. So, speaking of the women's college, we gotta talk about Ice Cube out here trying to make big plays out here. You know what I'm saying?
This story was wild.
Wild story, you know what I'm saying? And like I feel Ice Cube. He was like, yo, I wasn't trying to get this out here, man. But
Bro,
hey,
he definitely was trying to keep it on the low.
right, but he was like, hey, we offered her some shit. You know what I'm saying? So Caitlin Clark was offered $5 million to play for the Big 3.
Instead of going to the WNBA, which is
Crazy, dog.
crazy because that's probably like 10 years of WNBA basketball.
Yeah, crazy. And that that's a game changer. I ain't gonna hold you because we've talked about this for a long time. The women's players are severely underpaid, and especially with the way that they're cooking and everything like that. Like we've been on record of predicting like in the next 4 or 5 years they're gonna get there to the point where like, okay, now you're getting paid y'all worth and everything like that. But however, it's still 4 or 5 years out until that. So somebody like a Caitlin Clark who is cooking, who is bringing more views, more eyes, and everything like that. There's going to be a long period of time that she's not getting paid her worth. And so for the Ice Cube to come in and feel like, I'm gonna pay you your worth and to play for this league, who he's also been fighting to to legitimize in different spaces like in ESPN and stuff like that, and that they've been really not really, you know what I'm saying, showing them the love. They rather put slap, you know what I'm saying, not even slap boxing, just stand there and get slapped on ESPN instead of the big threes. Like, it's crazy. So to see that, like I said, I've been a big advocate for Ice Cube and the big three. Like, I want him to get all his money. I want him to continue to be as loud as he can. I want him to continue to poach players and be like, fuck it, don't go there, come over here. I like that type of energy. But I want to get from y'all, how did y'all feel about the offer, about the prospect of somebody, instead of going to the league, going to the big three? Like, what does this say to y'all?
It would have been really like a super big headline had like the story been that like she decided to go do that instead. Cause she is a fucking bucket. Like, she's built different. She's having a interesting tournament as far as a like attitude problem. Like, she's been having a weird. I've been trying to watch a bunch of. She's been having frustrating ass. Like, I've been disappointed in her as far as like watching her as a basketball player. Like, bro, why are you headbutting the basketball out of bounds and shit, like at fans and shit? But, it was very interesting, like you were saying about her like getting her worth, and also like the moment she stops playing basketball for Iowa, her worth as far as financially is diminished by like what, 60-70%.
Yeah,
because unfortunately WNBA players just don't make shit.
They're right.
And that's a whole different discussion, which I
don't
know if y'all have ever heard.
I don't want to see her go overseas. I understand overseas is very competitive, and they play good games and everything like that, and they pay people their worth. But she should not have to do that just to get her paid.
Yeah, I think it comes
she's
down.
making her money though.
I think it comes down to, and it could probably, if we ever want to get there as far as a topic, we can. I don't really want to get into it today, but the whole like idea of with the WNBA and all that shit, like that's the whole fucking, that's a whole can of worms, bro. Yeah. Like that. I have a strong opinion about it. I don't know if y'all have ever listened to Bill Barr, the comedian. Yeah. Like his take on it. I pretty much agree with his take on it. So if anybody knows what his take on it, I pretty much agree with it. I think the WNBA the players should be paying more, but I also think that there are things that need to go into the reason for them to play other than just they feel like they should be. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but I just feel like the way that the tides is turning, like even where it was at, they should have got paid more than where they was at. Yeah. Like I granted, like I get what you're saying, like, you know, at that time, at the point of where the WNBA is at and where it was at and everything like that, should they have gotten that same level of play of the NBA? I mean, from a business standpoint, they wasn't bringing in, you know what I'm saying, the amount to justify that. But the amount that they were paying them at that time still was like, yo, this is kind of crazy. That's crazy. I agree. But the main thing that the kind of like, to go back to what Burgie said, and we talked about it a little bit during the last when we talked about the you know, players, college players and high school players being able to get paid off their likeness and everything like that. Granted, she is getting her pay elsewhere, but again, it goes down to back to that, like, all right, there's certain players who you are getting a significant amount of play for your game, playing the game. And the fact of the matter is that women players are not getting paid what they should get paid in the game. They got to get their money elsewhere. And that, to me, that's where the bigger conversation is like, yeah, you can get Caitlin Clark. She's one of the biggest athletes right now in the world. Yeah. So she's going to get paid in endorsements and sponsorships and everywhere else and get her money there. But it's like, but also, can we get her at least a decent, fair pay for the game that she's playing that led to her celeb status?
I'll say a big problem comes in is like, unfortunately, with the women's college basketball players more than the men ones, is like men's college basketball players. I really didn't hear a lot of like the stars in the NBA now. I always forget like their college runs, except for like, you know, guys like Ja Morant, because obviously he beat Wisconsin in the tournament the one year, and Steph and all that, like guys like that you remember. But, you know, there are certain NBA players where you obviously remember them more for their NBA days. I feel like every WNBA player is more known for what they did in college than what they have done, since they've gone, except for maybe Sabrina.
But that also goes to, but that also goes to the
Enrique.
That also goes to the era. But that also goes to the excitement of college sports. College sports, no matter what. I
also think I think it's
the tournament. The tournament is when stars are really created.
Yeah. I also think that unfortunately college basketball women are like advertised more nationally.
But with that being said, I feel like the WNBA, they're on the horizon and they're getting to where they need to get.
Oh, I agree with that.
These new players that are being ushered into the WNBA and being prepped for the WNBA are going to be the players that take it to the new threshold.
I hope
that
so.
puts them in the new bracket as far as pay. These new players, the Caitlins, the Jujus, the LSU girls, Bayou Barbie.
Shit, did you see?
They gonna be the new.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna be the ones that usher in, like, hey, it's time to pay us. Because
Bayou Barbie, I forgot about her. Yeah,
they getting the money already.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Did you see old girl do the fucking chase down block?
Yeah,
pin that shit like fucking Brian, bro.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
That shit, like it's getting there.
The new girls, bro. This new crop of girls that's coming in, they are gonna be. They're gonna change the WNBA.
I hope
I'm
so.
going to a game this summer.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm not gonna lie.
Shit,
I think
Jay got the jersey. I just saw you posted the jersey. You got the LSU jersey.
Yeah, we should go, bro.
Let's go.
I want to go.
And I'm gonna be loud in that bitch. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
like,
go.
I'm starting to really buy in. I want to come off that way. Like, I always looked at them as athletes. They're really good players. There's always been good players in the WNBA.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'm really starting to buy into they do need to get paid, bro. They need to get paid more because they are making, like, I've seen, like, some girls who are just, like, coming off the bench. Like, they kind of talk about their pay. They make it, like, the same amount as, like, regular fucking,
like $40K a year
people,
type shit.
Like, that's crazy. Like, they can't really take care of their families. They're away from their families all the fucking time during a certain time of the year. Some of these women have kids.
Shit,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, bro, like,
not to revisit that or bring it down, but shit, the whole Brittany Griner situation was a result of not getting paid what you should get. You know what I'm saying?
Being forced to go play overseas to make more money.
You know what I'm saying? And then you end up in some crazy ass situation due to the laws over there
and fucking
shit like
creating a biggest fucking one of the that whole
so you know what I'm saying.
situation was so wild.
But it is that. It's like I said, and I think it is that too. Is like, what I love about the gift and curse of social media is we are getting more of those clips of seeing them really cook, right? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, unfortunately, we all will just at some point wasn't focusing on women's basketball as much, but then being able to see them clips and being like, oh shit, wait a minute, yo, I should have been watching this. They cooking because remember the one thing that they always had that we always said that women's sports always had was like, yo, okay, if you are a fan of basketball, like as far as like the fundamentals of basketball, like JJ Redick, like we talked about JJ Redick and Brian podcast, right? How technical it is. That podcast, they probably love women's sports because of how technical women's sports. That was the how we viewed it. Yeah. Then we started seeing the cooking of it, and it was like, oh wait, no, it's not just technical. Like, yo, they really cooking.
Yeah. I remember seeing a clip of Kobe talking about the WNBA and how he was saying how it's way more thought into women's basketball.
Yeah,
I feel like if he was still around, the game would have grown already.
Oh yeah, because that was his thing. That was he was getting ready to really push that. Yeah,
well, obviously, because Gigi was becoming so good too.
But I'm saying that was a part of it. Yeah. But like, you know what I'm saying, that's the thing. You think about it this way. You know what I'm saying, like the one thing that you see, like certain players who have that magnitude of superstardom and also level of greatness, right? You see what Bron is doing, and even though how Bron is moving, he's really laying it for the new generation and his kids and ushering them into where it's like, I'm setting this so that way things are better for you. So Kobe, in the sense, like I said, the selfishness of it was, I'm setting it up so Gigi can be straight when she get in, right? But also, like I said, Kobe being a student of the game, being somebody like, JJ Redick and Bron, he probably, like I said, he's looking at it from a whole different lens. He's like, And so, then you see players like Steph Curry who also champions it. And again, we talked about that a few podcasts ago. It's going to take our major stars in our sport, in the NBA, to also champion and put their arms around the WNBA so things can grow. And I love seeing that personally.
Yeah.
The NBA needs to really step back and start pouring more into the WNBA as far as how they present it to us, how they put it in our face. Their All-Star Weekend.
Hell yeah.
They got to start. If you want this to be a thing and you want these players to be okay with this only being the only thing they do. You got to pour into it and make it lucrative, and then also make it exciting for the fans to want to buy into.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What have they really done to grab us besides us watching college basketball or just seeing these girls like who really got game?
They ain't do shit.
They haven't done.
It's been
anything
the
to really
players.
grab us.
It's been the players. You know what I'm saying?
They haven't done anything.
Yeah.
The Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark thing, that was the players. That wasn't the league doing it. That was just some hoopers like, nah, fuck that. Yo, I'm busting your ass. What you trying to do? You know what I'm saying?
What have the WNBA
they
owners
got to do more.
really done to really grab our attention? Like, oh shit, we got to get out here. Like, I remember watching like NBA commercials and seeing.
They got so creative with the commercials.
Like they really ain't did, or maybe we missed them.
Maybe we missed them. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, I know there's definitely WNBA commercials and shit out there.
But are they doing it like the parody of like the Game of Thrones shit, the Attack on Titan shit?
That's
like
fair.
they ain't going. They
not getting
I don't
creative.
want just the Caitlin Clark versus like give me
Just them hold the ball the whole commercial and
right.
shit.
Go crazy,
Yeah,
man.
no, I agree.
man,
There
give us
needs to be a way.
Hype this up.
I think personally, the WNBA, for it to grow, they need to stop relying so much on the NBA to help it grow.
I
think
see
it's-
that. I see that too.
because-
I see that.
Because if you look at it, and it's been a whole thing, is like the WNBA is financed through the NBA, and they lose money every year.
Yeah.
So it's like, I definitely want the women to get paid more, but I think the league itself has to give the people a reason to want to go see these girls play, other than just Caitlin Clark, first overall pick to the Minnesota Lynx.
I feel you
let's
on
go.
that, yeah.
But you know what's crazy?
But because
the
it's
league,
growing, it's definitely growing.
the league is gonna be on her back though.
I agree.
Because they're ushering. I see the play. Like I see what they're getting ready to do as part of the WNBA.
I just hope
They
this
are
doesn't turn
ushering-
into a situation
they
like
are
it did, because I
forming-
know you were saying like the girls are getting better, all this and that, but
Yeah.
like we had Sue Bird, Diana Taurasi, Brittany Griner, like all these girls came in that were supposed to be like, this is what's going to help the WNBA, and it's slowly. It's not like a jump.
But the difference is it's kind of more so like they was for those players it was like, oh yeah we rock with them, and then they didn't really do anything, so now we're just kind of
face,
right,
and that's what that's what they're gearing up to do. They are gearing up to make Caitlin Clark the face of the WNBA.
I see that.
And
Like,
you know,
I see it happening. It's happening right before our eyes. So as long as I hate to put all this on her, but if she comes to the WNBA
And cooks.
if she cooks, she's gonna sell out those stadiums.
Hopefully.
People are gonna come in. They're gonna fly into wherever she got drafted. They're gonna come to see the games. We're gonna start seeing stars at the games to see her. They're gonna start putting stars in the seats, and that's where it's gonna start.
and I just want to make sure that I come off to the
You said what?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
and I just want to make sure to the fans that make it seem like I'm coming off like as anti-W or at WNBA. I'm not. I really want the WNBA to grow. Unfortunately, like there hasn't been a track record.
I like your point that you said.
I just think that there hasn't been a good track record, unfortunately. And also, this has to be said, is that the WNBA players don't fucking help themselves.
They be haters.
They
bro.
be hating,
Oh
bro.
my God.
Like, did you see
We gotta
that clip
change
of
that.
when Luka wore the WNBA girl's jersey?
Yeah.
And he was like, he shouted out or something he was watching the game and he tweeted, he was like, shout out to number 9 on whatever, because he didn't know her name because he just started watching.
And then they tried to crucify him.
She fucking tweeted at him and was like, put some respect on my name. You should know who I am. And Luka was like, bro, I don't know who. Like, I was showing you love.
Yeah.
True, but
and look,
in her defense, she's a pro athlete just like Luka.
I agree.
If you could buy my jersey, even if you don't know my name, we all
That
know
was later
Google.
on that he bought
I
her
was
jersey
just about
when
to
he
say,
found out more.
Google.
We all know Google.
Google.
That's
like I
fair.
said, I get what you're saying, because when I saw that happen, I was like, dang, like he was shouting you out.
He was
But then
giving her love, bro.
But then
Like,
again, like I said,
true.
in today's world, if it was back in the day, I understand. But in today's world, you literally could have just said, like, who's number 9 on Google?
And ladies, Burgie loves the ladies,
Of course.
But we dealing with women.
That's true.
You can't play with no woman, bro.
Yeah, I guess.
Say that woman name, man.
Hey.
Like, listen,
You
say that woman
should
I
name.
guess
saw my
that's
daughter
fair.
got on me. You see
Yeah,
my
I
daughter
did.
just got on my
Bro,
ears.
say that woman name, because you cat calling red shorts. They're like, nigga, who you talking to?
Yeah, you can't.
My name ain't red shorts. Like,
I
bro,
mean, but
you
like-
gotta know. Hey, man.
I don't know.
Approach with caution,
Hey,
bro.
yo,
I don't
red
know.
shorts.
That's like a.
you showing love, but let's show all the love. Let's
And then
all
also,
the
That's
way.
fair.
also, the last thing I get towards that too. if you truly watching the game, at some point an announcer said that name.
You got to know.
Hopefully.
the name.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna piggyback the trip with the O'Shea Jackson wrestling take where he was saying like how y'all were saying like, oh, just like the Google thing. It was like, it shouldn't be my responsibility to have to Google who the fuck this person is.
That too.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, put the names on the fucking
if
back.
this person is balling, it should be a graphic on the screen or some shit like that says, you know,
the stats or something.
I agree that
shit.
he probably should have done more research about say it. Like
He kind of showed his hand. He probably was given that jersey and was told, "Hey, tweet this tonight."
No, I'm saying he got the jersey. He got the jersey after the fact.
Yeah, that's the vibe I probably got though. Yeah. Like he was just like, "Hey, tweet, hey, Luka, you know you ain't doing shit."
But I mean, also
you on tweet this.
There's like I said, there's a whole bunch more. Like Kelsey Plum is not helped, even though she's helped in ways. She's also hurt in a lot of ways. Right. A lot of the information has just been very weird. But yeah, I hope for the sake of the WNBA that Caitlin Clark goes there and she really helps grow the game. Not just her, the girls that are already there, Sabrina, Kelsey Plum, all of them, Brittany Griner, everybody. I hope that they help continue the game growing, get it going. It'll never be on the NBA's level. No. I hope that they understand it'll never be. Unfortunately,
I think we might be old and dusty by the time it happens. Maybe
it'll get there,
but
at some point.
I feel like it's certain things they could do to really turn that shit up. I say lower the courts.
I think the quality.
So you with the lower
I didn't want to bring that up. I didn't want to bring that up. I'm 1000% on that.
I'm not with the lower the courts.
I'm with lower the courts. I want to see, let's lower the courts. Let's see who can ban. Like let's start seeing if the women could do like dunk contests and shit like that.
The girls are getting more and more athletic as the years go on.
Yeah, fam.
But like unfortunately, there's just something about the female body where they're just never going to be able to jump as high as the men can.
It's some out there right now who could dunk.
They can.
So
Brittany Griner can dunk.
You lower the court. They might be able to get fucking.
Brittany Griner will be Shaq if you lower the foot, lower the court.
The only reason why,
they didn't even say lower it a lot, like lower it to 9. That's all they want.
But see, the only reason why I'm against it is because there's already people out there who look at women players like they can't hoop, right?
But they already play with a smaller basketball.
But I get that. But I'm saying the way I look at it is this: I'm like, granted, we are smarter enough and not misogynistic like them niggas, where we know for a fact that there's women that can ball, that can bust a lot of dudes' ass, right?
Every girl playing college ball in the WNBA will bust my ass. Yeah. I know it.
But if we lower the court, we are literally fueling that demographic of people who's going to use that to diminish their ball.
You think lowering the court is saying y'all ain't good enough for this?
I'm not saying that, but I believe that
the people who already are.
Okay, but then my counter argument to that is why do they have such a gripe about lowering the rim, but would they already play with a smaller ball, and they had no problem like playing with a smaller ball? I'm just like it's like you can't have both. Like you can't be okay with one and not okay with the other.
So now my question is, and again, this is me not knowing enough. Mm-hmm. Are we sure that the women players they like playing with a smaller ball?
They recommended it because playing with a ball when the WNBA started, it was a rule that was brought in.
Okay, because that's the only reason I'm asking, because I'm thinking about the women hoopers that I know, like, you know what I'm saying, that I've hooped with, and I've never heard one of them say, give me a smaller ball. They be really like, I want to prove that I can hoop with the niggas, and so fuck it.
No, they're definitely. I'm sure they're. I mean, I think when Sabrina and Steph did the 3-point, I think Sabrina shot NBA basketballs.
Yeah.
And she did a great job, which is why she's a great lethal shooter with the WNBA balls, because obviously they're a little smaller, but they definitely are smaller. And I know that was a thing that was put in like right when the league was formed. Yeah, was because it's a smaller ball. They're not as they're not as strong. It's a little still like they're still shooting from far away and shit like that. So, I mean, yeah.
We'll see how it goes. I mean, like I said, I'm excited for. We said it multiple times, but I'm definitely excited to see the growth. We want to keep reiterating that
we don't want women to come after us, bro. Because that's the worst. Unfortunately, we love women, but they be ruthless, bro. They be ruthless.
So before we get into our final fun topic, MLB opening game.
Yes. MLB opening day.
Opening day, man. Jay, what's going on with the opening game?
Oh man, we had a lot of fun games today, man. There's currently games going on as well. The only 2 games that didn't happen was the Brewers-Mets game got postponed, and the Phillies Braves game got postponed, both due to weather because it's supposed to rain real bad in New York and Philly. So both of those got postponed to tomorrow. But I mean, we had Mike Trout hit the first home run of the season on the first inning against the Orioles. Corbin Burns made his debut with the Orioles. Obviously, a former Brewer pitcher, got traded to the Orioles in the offseason.
Didn't Ohtani did he have
Ohtani started the game. I was watching the game. He was 3 for 3.
Okay.
Or he was 2 for 2 with a walk. So he got on base his first 3 times. We had a bunch of fun games, man. We already had an extra inning game. Marlins and Pirates went into extra innings. The fucking Dodgers beat the shit out of the Cardinals 7-1.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, 7-1. It was over with in like the third inning too. I was watching it.
I mean, like I said, you said Ohtani about to be that dude,
Orioles beat the shit
that
out of
makes
the
sense,
Angels.
you know.
Cubs and Rangers are going on currently as we're talking. So World Series champs, the Rangers are losing to the Cubs right now. Tigers beat the White Sox in a boring ass game, 1-0.
So my question to you is this: why you're going through that? Because, you know, everybody always, you know, it's always fun to make an early prediction and everything like that. Who's your early prediction right now outside of us?
Oh, I don't think the Brewers are going to do very much this year.
Oh,
I think we're going to be sellers for sure at the trade deadline.
Who's your early prediction that we can revisit later on?
I really like the Philadelphia Phillies team.
Okay.
I like the Dodgers obviously because the Dodgers are just fucking stacked. And it was just fun to watch the best players in the world do what the fuck they do on the Dodgers today. The Phillies are dope. I fuck with them. The Yankees ain't bad, but they're the Yankees. I really don't fuck with the Yankees like that. I like the Rangers still. The Rangers are just hurt. Pitching wise, their fucking offense is gonna be crazy, especially when Corey Seager comes back.
Yeah.
The Astros are fucking nasty. They picked up Josh Hader, who was a former Brewer. He's fucking disgusting. They actually lost to the Yankees today, bro. He's nasty, bro. Like he legit is disgusting. Shout out to my homie Tango. I do the On Deck Circle podcast with MLB The Show related stuff.
Hey.
He lives in Canada. He's a big Blue Jays fan. They won today 8-2.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I'm a big fan of the Orioles.
There's a lot of games in the opening day. There
was every team was supposed to play today.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
There were supposed to be 16 games. There ended up only being 14 because of the 2 rain delays. But there'll be, I think there's gonna be 16 games tomorrow too.
Dang.
1, 2,
26
3,
teams
4,
will
5,
be in
6, 7,
action
8, 9,
Thursday.
up 10.
So it's 12.
10 games tomorrow. So
man,
yeah.
that's crazy, man. Hey, shout out to MLB.
Man, dude, I'm so happy.
Definitely, like I said,
I'm so geeked that baseball season's here, bro.
I didn't realize it was opening day, but from moving forward, I'm going to be watching more MLB games.
Yeah, man,
I want to watch some games so that way we can have more in-depth conversations and not only lean on you, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying be on the lookout.
Go
I might be doing some.
Oh no, listen, we going. I'm going. I know that's the one thing. I love
definitely.
going to games.
I'm already in talks with the week after my birthday. The Yankees are in town. I'm thinking about going probably that Saturday or Sunday to the Yankees game. Them tuck and tigs are gonna be expensive, but it's for my birthday, bro.
Yeah.
I'll fuck it. I might do
Shit,
it.
look, keep us informed. Shit,
Definitely.
especially for birthday, Jake. Shit,
Yeah. And then yeah, man. Like also just as far as OTC is concerned, I might. You may maybe see a little just Jake exclusive baseball updates as things go on, before the podcast and things like that, because baseball is a game that's played every day.
Yep.
So maybe I'll do like a weekly recap show or some shit. I was thinking about that just to kind of keep everything posted, because baseball, besides the Packers and the NFL, baseball is my favorite season. Like, I love talking basketball, but it's like as I've grown older, baseball has become more of a love to me, just because the more you play it, the more you watch it, it's so hard to play, and it's so just cool to see these fucking people play this game that everybody thinks is boring as fuck. But then you're like, bro, I can't. You literally can't do that.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
like you can make a 3-pointer from the corner. Like, some guys can. Some guys can't. But I guarantee you, if you got 100 shots from a corner 3-pointer, you would make a corner 3-pointer before you would hit a 99-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle.
You might be on to something. Definitely might be on to something.
Like, and because hitting a baseball is still the hardest fucking thing to do in sports.
It is very fucking hard.
I still think
definitely hard.
I think you can argue that as far as like
Is that you think?
being a hockey player because you're not only you're skating and you're trying to score. Like people don't think about that shit either. Like imagine ice skating.
Oh yeah, no hockey.
And then you're also trying to hit a little ass puck
shit,
with a stick.
street hockey is hard shit. So you know what I'm saying. So
But yeah, man, opening day, I'm so geeked. I really am, man. I love it. I love the fucking sport of baseball. I'm so just excited that it's finally back. It took for fucking ever. It feels like. Obviously, when we started the show, it was the World Series was going on. So it's cool that it's kind of come around full circle. So.
All right, well, let's get into our fun topic.
Our fun topic.
We brought it up last pod. Did we bring it up or did we talk on off
We
clock?
just we brought it up towards the end of the show.
Oh, towards the end of the show.
when we were looking at jerseys and shit.
Fictional basketball players. Fictional basketball players.
Okay.
So I'm talking the Jesus Shuttleworths. You know what I'm saying? We of course we got Jimmy Chitwood. You know, Clarence Withers in semi-pro. We got Nathan Scott.
Oh my god.
Uncle Drew. I mean, Uncle Drew's kind of cheap.
He's fictional.
Yeah,
He's fictional.
You know what I'm saying? Monica Wright. You know what I'm saying? From Love and Basketball. Billy Hoyle. You know what I'm saying? Thomas Shep. Big Shep.
I forgot about
Tom.
Tom Shep.
So Jesus Shuttleworth, of course. So let's throw out some names. Burgie. Who do if you had to pick? Let's start. Okay, first round pick, draft pick. Who you going?
First round draft pick.
Who you picking?
Oh man.
And you can't pick Jordan from Space Jam because he was Jordan.
Okay.
I'm saying this is fictional, so obviously Michael Jordan was Michael Jordan in the movie.
If I'm picking, I'm gonna go with let me see.
It's tough. It's tough.
It is. I got who I want on my team, but if we're picking, we're going with. I'm gonna go with Kenny Tyler from Six Man.
Oh, hey,
Marlon Wayans.
Hey, that's a
Marlon,
solid
Marlon
one.
Wayans' character because of course he had Kadeem Hardison there
That's
to help
fair.
him.
Yep.
You
That's
know what
fair.
I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with Marlon Wayans' character from the Six Man.
Dog,
That's
I
why I
forgot-
start. That's how I start my.
Dog,
team.
I forgot about the 6 man.
Yeah, Jake. Who you?
That was
go-
my
who
dog. Oh,
going?
I'm going with Jesus, bro.
Jesus
I'm
Shuttleworth?
I'm going. You gotta go Jesus.
Jesus
He was
Shuttleworth.
he was the GOAT. Jesus Shuttlesworth all day.
that's a solid
Probably arguably one of the greatest sports movies ever made.
It's up there.
It's definitely up
It's
there,
up
bro.
there.
It's definitely up
It's
there.
up there.
Who am I picking on mine, bro? It's low key hard as a bitch. I ain't gonna hold you. Like when you thinking about it, and it's just all the players that we had.
And it's crazy because I was sitting here thinking, like, damn, the dudes from the one movie, but they were all based on real players. What Dog was the coach for West Texas.
Yeah,
I was like, Bobby Joe Hill, but they were legit. Bobby Joe Hill was a legit NBA player.
you know what? As much as I
Do it. I know what you're doing it.
No,
Do it.
you don't even know where I'm going.
Okay.
But as much as I roast him, I ain't gonna hold you. Marcus Stokes was giving Will Smith. He was giving Will Smith buckets, dog.
He did, bro.
I
He
might
was.
be going
That's
first round draft
fine.
pick. I'm going Marcus Stokes. I need that reverse.
Okay.
I need that reverse, dog.
I'm gonna hit y'all with a zinger. My second round though.
Who you going?
Jackie Moon. Let's get it.
Oh,
Jackie Moon.
Let's get it.
Jackie,
Player,
yeah.
coach, GM. Jackie Moon. Let's get
Moon.
it. And he come with a hit record.
Dude.
Love me sexy.
All right,
Let's
Jackie
get
Moon.
it. Let's get it.
All right,
Well,
well,
Jackie Moon is a
shit.
legend because he traded a nigga for a washer and dryer. Dog snap. Dog said he traded the nigga for a washer and dryer. Dog, to get traded for imagine getting traded to
Oh,
a team where they tell
shit.
you got traded for a washer and dryer. That shit is crazy.
All right, Jake, who you going?
I'm going pre-injury Quincy McCall.
Oh,
Love and Basketball. Pre-injury, before he fucked his knee up, because he was that dude before he blew his knee out.
Quincy McCall.
Also because Sanaa Lathan is
QM.
bae.
QM.
Yeah. I am going Kyle Watson from above the rim, bro.
Okay.
Kyle Watson was a bucket.
He was getting
He
buckets,
was a
bro.
bucket.
He
He
was
was a
getting
bucket.
buckets, bro. That's gonna be my second.
He was a bucket.
Yep. All right, Burgie, you on your third?
I'm on my third. I'm gonna go with Shep.
Shep.
Okay.
Let's go.
Shep
For
ain't
the
bad.
boys, okay.
Shep ain't Shep.
OG was a bucket.
Yeah.
Are we just doing 3?
Yeah.
Because damn,
Let's do
now
3.
I'm torn. Trip, I'm doing it for you, dog. I'm taking Calvin Cambridge.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. Like Mike was my fucking movie,
Listen,
bro.
when we brought this topic
Like
up,
Mike was my
Trip-
movie. Trip was
said
like
it.
somebody has to take Calvin
better say
Cambridge.
Calvin.
Hey, because
Now,
when he put them whack ass Jordans on,
Hey, they ripped.
Hey, they weren't even Jordans. What were they, Trip?
They was
Nike,
Blazers. They was Blazers.
1977 Nike
They was
Blazers.
Blazers,
They
yeah.
weren't even Jordans.
They was Blazers.
They
Now,
were just
remember,
autographed.
They ripped.
They did.
They rip.
That's what I said before they rip.
So him on court, you got to understand. Eventually,
Hey,
he gonna
I get
rip.
him for that whole season though.
So when they rip,
This is a one game, bro. I
when they
got
rip-
one game.
When they rip, he becomes the person who you don't really like too much. Which
Hey.
is Isaiah Thomas.
Hey, touche. Ain't no fucking way.
Calvin Cambridge because Isaiah Thomas now. Be careful with your
Hey
picks
man,
now.
hey, at least he's smart. He learned geometry, bro.
So that's your
That's who I'm going with. I got Jesus, Quincy McCall, and Calvin Cambridge.
And who'd you have?
I had damn, who was my first pick? I forgot my damn first pick. I know I had Shep and Jackie Moon.
Yeah.
Marlon Wayne's character of 6 Man. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so my third, I gotta give it to Wesley, bro. I gotta give it to Wesley because I need
Sidney Dean.
Yeah, Sidney Dean.
Sidney
I
Dean.
need somebody that's gonna fight if I need to. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, a lot of people I got they hooping. I mean, well, not necessarily because you know what I'm saying. Cal could hoop, will fight, but yeah, Sidney Dean. I need to bring it.
I'm happy you took him because I hope you got some money in your pocket because you know me needing to borrow $20 from you to make up
money.
his bets.
Hey, well, oh yeah, that's it.
Indian Shyster.
Like,
Hey, just like to bring it back to gambling. He was gambling
I
on
was just about
himself.
to say, he listened to this like, yeah, Burgie over there cooking.
And Billy
Burgie
Hoyle.
cooking,
And Billy
yeah.
Hoyle was better. I don't
Yeah.
care. Also, we didn't
Billy
take
Hoyle
not a
was a
single white fictional basketball player.
No, he took
Oh, he did. You're right. He
Moon. I
did.
took
Jackie
Jackie
Moon.
Moon.
That's
He took
right.
Jackie
That's
Moon.
right. That's
My boy
right.
Jackie.
Got the fro. And some of the best uniforms.
Super swaggy.
Definitely some of the best
man, but
uniforms.
shit, man, you
I
know
say
what?
the one underrated we didn't take what Shaq's character was that Bordeaux or whatever the fuck his name was.
Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf, Airbud.
Airbud, bro. Low key, I was gonna take Airbud as a joke, bro. Low key, I really was. But I think taking Calvin Cambridge is enough of a joke.
Low key, you could have took Clarence Withers, the first nigga to do alley
Hey,
oop.
can I take
First alley oop, bro.
Hey, can I take fucking Peter Parker from the first Amazing Spider-Man?
Nobody wanted to take Michael Scott. Nobody wanted to take Michael Scott.
only if I can take Stanley, bro. Only if I can take Stanley.
Gotta take
Stanley
Stanley.
was so damn weird.
Michael Scott was so disappointed.
He was like, but you're black. He was like, but you're black.
He was like, what?
He was so disappointed.
He was like, what?
Oh shit!
my
But hey, you know
God.
what? That's what I want to hear from y'all. Who are y'all first 3 players that y'all are picking? Fictional basketball players that y'all are picking. I also want to hear how do y'all think we fix this this players versus refs, playoffs matchups that you guys want to see. I want to know about that. Also, you know what I'm saying? Let me hear. I want to hear y'all bracket stories. Let me know how y'all brackets doing, y'all bracket horror stories, y'all brackets wins.
Man.
I want to hear all that. Let us know in the comments down below. But as always, man, this is the Off the Clock Sports Podcast brought to you by Geekset and BLEAV Network. I've been your host, Young Deuces. This has been Burgie Streetz. This has been my guy, Jake Xclusive. And we are out.
Peace.
Yes, sir.